Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft Tuesday. So, holy moly, today's been a pretty busy day. We had the Nintendo Direct, and now today I've been printing all morning, which hopefully you can see on my screen. This one should last the whole stream. I might have to bop out quickly to replace the filament because I'm printing with a Recreator filament for RepRap. Really excited, got it back up and running now that I got all the pieces from Josh. So sorry I'm out of breath. I just ran up the stairs from checking the printer in the basement just to make sure it was all okay.
Nice, nice.
You have to babysit Recreator filament just a little bit more than you would regular filament.
I wouldn't even print it without watching it. Until I was like fully comfortable with it, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I have way too much faith in it. I'm like, it'll just work if I pray hard enough. So, to kind of talk about what I'm testing is, I wanted to test coloring the filament with a Sharpie after you've already what's it called? After you've already like recreated it.
After you pull struded it.
Yeah, after you pull truded it. Because then I can just pull trude whatever I want and then later on color it if I need more color. It's a lot simpler than coloring it while it's extruding. Because then I have to like say, oh, I need to make this many yards or this many grams of this color. You know, you feeling me? You feeling me? Kirby?
Sorry, I put on Cat FM radio and my brain shut off.
Cat FM radio? Aren't you streaming?
I was.
What happened?
Huh?
What you said was what happened?
I don't know. My fucking... Hang on, I'm still streaming. Okay, no, my OBS is fine. It's just YouTube being dumb. Cat FM radio just stopped.
Well, in honor of Mario and Luigi getting announced, let's listen to some Mario music today. Okay, music should be good. So yeah, the way that I'm coloring it is I have this, what they in the Recreator community they call it the colorizer, but you put 4 Sharpies into it and then you just pull the filament through like a hole in the middle and it colors the spool. And so I've tested black, red, and green. The red kind of burned up in the extruder and came out like orangey. And so I have been working with other colors. I'm doing green, and I did black. Worked perfectly. No issues with black. How far back do we want to make the... How far back do we want to have the parking lot go?
Hang on, I'm trying to fix something.
Good talk. No.
Okay, how far back do we want the parking lot to go?
Yeah.
I'd say probably... Because Walmart parking lots are always huge, right?
Yeah.
Do we just want to go to like here where these wheat fields are?
Sure.
Like right here. At least for now. Maybe we pull it back even further. I don't want to get rid of this weak contraption though.
It's okay.
Yeah, I need to go to the Nether and collect a bunch of quartz.
Just trade for it.
Which villagers trade for it?
Stonemasons.
Oh, okay.
So the ones that we have a
All
shit
of them,
ton of.
or just
Yeah.
some of them?
Nope, all of them. It's
Oh,
the
shit.
final trade. I feel
The
like
final
I talk
countdown?
and you go, gotta forget that real quick.
Yeah, dude. You know, I probably have ADHD, so I don't fucking remember.
No, but it
shit.
goes beyond that. Like you remember shit other people say, but not what I say.
No,
Yeah.
you are misinterpreting this. I forget so
No,
much
actually-
shit. It doesn't matter who says it.
Actually, I am
Especially-
hyper-aware
okay.
that you hate me.
It depends also if I'm playing a game or not. If so, you don't understand. When I'm sitting in a VC talking
No, I
to
don't.
people,
I don't
a
understand.
lot of
It's
time.
kinda
No, no, no.
rude.
Listen. Let me finish. Let me fucking finish. When I'm in a VC talking to people and we're just chatting, right? I have nothing else going on. I'm not listening to music. I'm not playing a game. Nothing. That is the only way I retain information. You're talking to me while I'm trying to stream, listen to music, and play a game. I'm not retaining any of this.
Sounds like a skill issue.
It is! There's something wrong with my brain.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah, you don't understand. I literally can't even listen to music while talking to people because I will just everything will go in one ear out the other.
You should get that checked out.
Yeah, I probably have ADHD.
You're gonna have to take meds to stream, like Tim.
Yeah, maybe. Although Tim doesn't even stream, he just like me for real, for real.
He's a V tweeter now.
Oh wait, I was gonna say he doesn't even tweet, but he was like live tweeting off Kai.
Oh yeah, no, I am so mad that none of you commented on it. I literally responded to his tweet 30 seconds after he tweeted it. And nobody said anything about it.
Which
I'm like,
one?
come on. It was like a picture of like the food that you guys had, and I think he and
Probably 'cause we were busy. He posts and then we like fuck off and do something else.
Yeah, no, but it was 30 seconds after. Like, there's no way he even had time to put down his phone after tweeting that.
30 whole seconds?
30 seconds, yes.
You realize you post and you immediately close Twitter. That's how you're supposed to use Twitter.
You always come up with these bullshit ass excuses as to why you can't have an actual conversation or like anything with me.
Why would I leave Twitter open?
I was like, why do you not watch my shorts? And you're like, well, I have too many subscribers in my whole feed, and like this like elaborate ass explanation for why you can't like look at my posts that I make on YouTube. And then this one I was like, I don't know why nobody noticed that I tweeted like 30 seconds after. You're like, well, you instantly uninstall Twitter as soon as you post because that's just like the thing. And
That's
like
just how you do it.
30 seconds is like too long. You need to do it 10 seconds or 5 seconds because literally I hit post and it just my thing explodes.
I think you're underestimating how long 30 seconds is.
I think you're
sit,
making up
post something,
excuses.
and then just sit there for half a minute.
I think you're
waiting for a
making up an
response?
excuse because
That's not an
you
excuse.
just don't want to
Plus,
admit
okay,
that you missed something.
maybe Tim did see it and didn't fucking tell us too. You ever think of that?
True.
'Cause I'm not.
But that's
checking
why I'm
Twitter
saying
during off-guy. I didn't
anybody, and
tweet
then
a
you instantly
single
were
time
like,
during
oh
off-guy.
well. Here's
I'm
the
just trying to
reason.
defend my friend.
But you didn't start with Tim. You started with yourself. So no, you're not.
That's just how
Trying
I
to
use
save
Twitter, though.
face.
That's how I use Twitter.
I see how it
post and then I
is.
fucking close it.
All I'm hearing is
I don't sit there
I
waiting
when
for a
talking about
response
your
for half a
friend.
minute.
Damn.
I'm trying to use an anecdote to defend the actions of my friend.
You only brought that up when backed into a corner. I'm hearing a lot of I, and not a lot of Tim for somebody that's defending their friend. SMH and a SMH.
Okay, so replace I with Tim. Tim
no, but that's
closes
not
his
what
Twitter
you
after
said.
he's done with it.
That's not what you said. You said I, so.
Nah.
Nah, I'd win.
Nah, I'd win. Nah, I'd close Twitter. I don't even have Twitter on my phone.
Well, I guess that answers my other question. I was like, do you not have push notifications?
Nope.
I don't either.
Twitter is social media in general is a problem on people's psyches.
Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's why I
will
have
defend that to
started
the end of the
drawing,
night.
and instead of actually drawing, I'm just gonna go back to Twitter.
Huh? Dude, I draw like every day. You just don't get to see it.
Sad.
I have a little.
I do
notebook
see
that's
how
like
much
half-
you. I do
it's like
see
half
how much
full
you
already.
rot on Twitter. So.
Huh?
Huh?
What's that? What
Huh?
does that mean? Huh?
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 Rot on Twitter? You've never heard of that?
Yeah, brain rot,
No,
or
just like
doom scroll. Because I used to doom scroll a lot.
doom scroll. Doom scroll is what millennials say. What's in now is rot.
Yeah, brain rot.
No, not brain rot. That's a different thing. I'm talking
Just
about
rot.
just rot. Yeah. You seen this shit, Enderman? Whoa, cool. Is this your room? It's so cool. Oh, also zombie hedgehog or whatever his name is on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, confirmed he's gonna be stopping by. Well, semi-confirmed.
Okay, so he's stopping at the table.
Yep.
Do you know?
Josh
know if-
tweeted at him, and I was like, "Yeah, stop by the table."
He's cool. He's cool. I hope he brings his tool changer. I don't know if he has plans to, but I want to see his tool changer in action. Even if it's not printing, I just want to see some tool changes. They're really cool.
Having seen, oh, what's his name? Teaching Tech. His video on the SVO8. I might get it.
He hasn't.
I don't know, the print quality doesn't look fantastic out of it. Maybe I'm just crazy, but like, I don't know. This is not at all offensive to him. Like, he makes fantastic videos. The print quality out of Teaching Tech's videos never looks fantastic. I don't know if that's just me being like hypercritical or.
I think what it is, I think he likes to show off imperfections and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So
he
doesn't
also
ever
does a
do-
lot
he
more
doesn't
like
ever do the
scuffed,
YouTube
like
lighting
cutting edge
angle.
stuff.
He always is like, here, this is what it's gonna look like on your end.
He's
So I think
also
compared
very
to
much
other
like
YouTubers-
he's more so into the like scuffed like.
I think he's also very much like 3D printers are a tool.
That's true. He
So it
does a
doesn't
lot of
matter
like
how
drone
the
stuff.
prints look as long as they work.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
he
is a
made that
valid
video
point of view.
recently that was like bring back the jank, and I was like, this video is goated. I love this. I've actually
which
done
one
the
is that?
garbage bag method.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Never mind.
I've done the garbage bag method, and I'm trying to think
I mean,
of other
he's-
ones that
he's right, but I think if you're gonna regularly be printing ASA, just spend the $35 on it and close it.
Oh yeah, no, but that's not what he was saying. He was like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna, he's like, all of these are like quick and dirty hacks that you do.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know though. I think that Sharpie one is pretty game changing.
Which one?
You have your supports be like have no Z distance, and then you have it pause at the layer that the support ends at and color it with Sharpie, because the Sharpie will stop it from bonding.
Oh.
And you just leave the corners because it needs something to latch onto to print.
That's still something Related to that, printing supports out of a different material like PTG. Man, that's like one of
Yes.
the first things I want to. Oh,
Well, that's what I said. I think Recreator Filament would be fantastic for is support material, and then both Dreams and Josh told me that that's not a good idea, and I was like, oh well, I think it is. So, I think their argument was then that gives people the idea that Recreator Filament is like trash, which I don't exactly feel that way, but you know, to each his own. So sad about the meld. I was planning on making a roll of filament that was just made of all of the scraps of like completed rolls and like using it to like test out.
I just stopped talking. Test out what?
Well, you stopped responding, so I figured I'd give your ADHD a sec to catch up.
I was trying to fix my channel point redeems.
We all had a shulkers. Damn.
We all wait. Are we actually?
There's none in there, and I can't find where the whole group of them is.
There was Shulker shells stack, so I think we have a spot for them. But we might have used them all up. That's something I want to do eventually. You can make a shulker farm. We have used them all up. Because when shulkers hit another shulker with their projectile, they have a chance of splitting.
Mm.
So with enough shulkers, you can actually infinitely generate shulkers.
Oh, nice.
The hardest part of making the farm, though, is just getting the shulkers out of the end, because you have to get a couple in mine carts and then transfer them out of the end, and it's kind of a pain.
I guess I could just use regular chests.
I'm sure there's a bunch of unused shulkers all over the place.
I wouldn't be surprised. So what was I talking about before I stopped? Oh, yeah, support material. I think it would be a really good idea to use Recreator Filament as a support material for other stuff, but the main thing that Josh and to a certain extent Dreams and I have been talking about is like we've got to beat the stigma that Recreator Filament is like trash and like garbage or worthless or something like that. That it's like actually useful, which it is, like, but we have to beat the stigma that it's like improperly made because it's made by you instead of like a highly precisioned machine at like a factory. And like to me, I think that distinction is like what makes Recreator Filament so powerful is it is made out of like what would otherwise be trash, but they said I can't say that, which I kind of disagree with. Because like to me, I look at it as like
So it's recycled, not trash.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I think they're just trying to make sure that people don't think like, oh, it's made out of trash, so it's trash filament. Say it's made out of recycled plastic, so it's recycled filament.
Yeah, it bothers me because I'm like my like dream is to, you know, be able to print with everything out of my recycle bin. So like quite literally take trash and turn it into gold. Or I guess another, like the thing I was gonna say is like another man's trash is another man's treasure. You know, like that whole thing.
One man's trash is another man's benchy.
Exactly. But they were like, no. And I was like, damn.
I mean, I understand the
No,
want
I
to
understand
sort of,
both people. I understand both people. Well, obviously, I
Yeah.
understand myself, but I understand what
think-
they're saying.
Yeah, I think you just gotta
'Cause
kind of
it's
be
like
careful about the words
me.
you choose, because you get. I mean, if you think about the 3D printing community, there's a lot of old heads in the 3D printing community too. So
Well, I think honestly, it's the new
work
heads that you
with
have to
older
fight
people.
with. The new heads are
I-
the ones that you have to fight with the most. I would argue on because like old
For-
heads are
for
way more
saying, like-
used to like having to deal with filament that's not like uber super precise. I think it's a lot of the new people.
No,
that
I'm
are.
talking about the wording.
Oh.
So I mean, you work with a bunch of old people, or you've been around.
Yeah, I work with you all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And you complain about them, like being like, oh, like recycling isn't worth it, or that kind of shit. And it's like, what? Like I forget exactly one of your anecdotes about.
Oh, my boss, where he like at the recycling company. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Where he's just like total bummer about fucking everything.
Yeah, no, you're
So
right.
I think that's the idea behind like being careful about how you talk about it, because you talk about it the wrong way and you get some old heads being like, well, that's stupid. Just throw away the old shit.
Real, that's true.
So you got to be a little bit careful about how you frame the problem you're trying to solve.
That's true. I understand that's a framing issue.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, because to me it's so
Yeah,
cool
I mean,
because it's
obviously,
like,
if everybody could think the way that you and I do, it'd be cool to be like, hey, turn your trash into something useful.
that's
And
what I'm saying. Turn
oh,
like,
poggers.
I'm like, imagine if you could reach into your recycling bin and print with all that plastic. Like that's what I want to. That's what I've always wanted to do. That's why the art me for me is like my end goal. Like that's what I
Yeah.
want to do. I want to print
being
with
able to pelletize everything.
the big thing that I want to test is polypropylene. I'd really like to look into polypropylene as a printing material because even in the 3D printing world, it's still very new. Like even in like not recycled 3D printing, polypropylene is largely untouched as a material, and I don't get why, because polypropylene is a huge plastic for the plastics industry. Like in my lifetime, it's been, if I was a betting man, given how much plastics engineering industry knowledge I have, would foresee if we're going to go, the industry is trying to move towards like a one size fits all resin, like rather than have, you know, like HDPE, PET, HDPE, polypropylene, polystyrene, and then 7, which is like all the rest. The plastics industry is sort of moving towards having a one size fits all. That way then they can, because the plastics industry has always kind of been in a race to how quickly can we blame the consumer for all of the issues with plastic pollution. And if they could get it so that it is theoretically all the same plastic, then they'd be able to, like, without a doubt be like, oh yeah, it's all your fault. Because like we make everything out of the same plastic, and you guys just can't recycle better. Like that's why the ASTM resin codes came out in the first place, was the plastics industry wanted to take some of the heat off them for causing the plastic pollution and all the stuff with plastic pollution in the ocean. And so it was a way of quote unquote self-regulating before like the government stepped in. Fun fact, I don't know if I brought this up on stream before, but did you know that the ASTM resin codes are a voluntary thing? They're not like the nutrition facts on on food.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that's why a lot of plastics don't have them, because they are completely voluntary. and the plastics industry does it so that they can push the blame onto consumers, because they can say, well, we're putting the numbers on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's
yeah,
your
if there's
fault
no
for
code,
not.
Obviously, you don't know how to recycle it. But if there is a code,
Yep.
even if it's not
But
recyclable, they'll be like, well, why didn't you recycle it? There was a code
the
on it.
the problem with that is that every single product has a different slight variation of the main polymer blend that makes up whatever plastic is on that number. So like if, for instance, number 5, if you ever look at the little, so the ASTM resin code, that's that little recycling logo with the number in the middle.
Yeah.
That's what it's officially called. ASTM is like the standard testing metric or whatever it's called. I forget. I should know. I'm a civil engineer, but they do like everything from like highway parts to machine parts to stuff like plastic. But technically, all plastics, when they're like before they're made into a product, they call them resins. That's why it's called the resin code, because plastic can technically be anything that is a hydrocarbon polymer. Actually, I don't know if it needs to be hydrocarbon, but most of them are. Anyway, kind of getting a little bit off track here. But yeah, no, the numbers on the bottom of the plastics are all voluntary, and you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Most companies do because they're getting a lot of pushback from people being like, you're causing all these issues. And so they're like, no, see, like, we put please recycle on the aluminum cans.
Although aluminum is far easier to recycle than
Well,
plastic,
metals are
because
one of the easiest things to recycle, because and this is why I kind of get on edge about plastic recycling, and I think that is because plastic because metal alloys are really well known and really well documented and really well like regulated. But
Yeah.
like I have a thing called the Steel Construction Manual, which you get when you're designing stuff for civil engineering or anything that uses metal. In there, they tell you the types of alloys and all of the different metrics, like compression strength, tensile strength, that kind of stuff for all the metals. That kind of stuff doesn't exist for plastics because quite literally, and I know this, I won't mention any names because I don't want this to be like a hit piece or anything. I'm literally just talking about stuff that exists. But plastic companies will work directly with the manufacturer to make a material that will work better for the thing that they're making. So, like, say Coca-Cola comes up to their plastic manufacturer and they're like, okay, we want to make this new bottle use less plastic. Then they will alter the polymer blend that makes up the bottle so that it is still PET, like, as a base, but the additives will be different so that it functions better. Maybe they need it to release from the injection mold faster, or the blow mold, sorry. Maybe they need it to release from the blow mold faster, so they add a quick release compound. I don't know of compounds off the top of my head, so I'm just, coming up with ones right now, so that these might not actually be what they're called. I'm much more familiar with concrete additives, not plastic additives. But I do know that a lot of them are really, really nasty. And what we're finding is as plastic breaks down in the ocean, and when I say breaks down, I mean like go from macro to microplastic, not break down as in like wood rusts or metal, or sorry,
or
metal
like how
rusts
some
or
people
wood.
think PLA is biodegradable.
Well, so here's, and I'm glad you brought that up because that proves exactly what I'm saying in real time. PLA, by definition, is biodegradable. It's the additives that make it not. So when people complain
But
and they
even,
say
I mean,
PLA
even raw PLA,
No, raw
you need, like,
PLA is
special enzymes to
Well, yeah, it's not.
like, you
Most
can't just put
PLA
it in the
is.
ground.
I'd have to look into this because the last time I checked, raw PLA pellets were domestically compostable.
Were they? Oh,
Yes, because
okay.
from what I heard, from what I remember hearing back in the day, raw PLA with no additives is corn based, and so it doesn't require. All it requires is heat, which is what you would get with a normal compost setup at home. But modern day PLA has gone further and further away from being pure PLA. Now a lot of the additives have changed the chemistry of PLA, and modern PLA is not very biodegradable for that reason. Think tough PLAs, think hyperspeed PLAs.
Even I mean, I'm pretty sure
again,
even
this isn't like
raw,
me insulting
stuff
any
labeled
specific.
actual PLA has a bunch of additives in it too, just to make it easier to print.
Yes, yeah. That's why I think, as somebody who's been in 3D printing for years, I think that's why modern PLAs need higher temperatures, because they have way more additives. Like back in the day, you used to print at like 180, 190. Now if you print that, it wouldn't even extrude. Like most of the time I print at like 220. Like and again, I'm not saying this to like out any specific company. I'm just going based off of like examples.
I mean, it's an industry's trends.
I'm pretty sure that Inland uses TPU additives to get their PLA to be stronger.
That's what a lot of.
That's what I remember
to make it a little
hearing.
bit less brittle.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to really like preface this by saying that like I am just speculating on this point specifically.
No, and I mean that's part of the problem too, is that nobody knows. It's
well,
such a
so
discarded, like,
it's
secret, like,
so
what the blends
polymer
are.
blends are considered trade secret. Actually, speaking from personal experience again, the company that I worked for, I worked on polymer blend like making, and I had to sign an NDA that I wouldn't talk about what I did. I could talk about it in like generalizations, but I can't go into specifics on like what ratio mixtures I did and what plastics I used. But like me and my boss would mix different colors, different additives to get the plastics that we wanted. It's really cool, and I'm hoping to use that knowledge with an art me to make really nice plastic, but I'm really not there yet. What I'm kind of hoping is that I could start an Etsy, and then if the Etsy was successful, I could take the money from it and dump it into like an art me thing, because what I'd love to do is get it to the place where I could make consistent recycled filament, and then I could make all of my Etsy stuff out of recycled material, which would be really cool. Or I guess I could remake all of my stuff out of recycled material, not just my Etsy orders. But I thought it would be kind of cool to transition my my workflow into all recycled. Again, my goal, like my end goal, is to like just take stuff out of my recycling bin and turn it into 3D printer filament.
Yeah.
I really want to get my hands on an art me so I could start experimenting with polypropylene. I'm a little bit more okay with like revealing that that's one of my end goals, because I don't know. I don't think anybody would steal that idea, but you know. I've seen people try and use HDPE, but the problem with HDPE is it has a lower melting point than PLA, and so it's very difficult to print with. Because it just, most printers aren't really aren't great at working with that low of a temp. Also, I just don't think that HDPE would be a great 3D printing plastic in general. It just doesn't strike me as one.
Kind of super flexible, or
yeah. Well, so here's the thing about plastics: they can cover a large range depending on their additives. For reference, HDPE can be milk bottle like plastic or hard hats. Hard hats are made out of HDPE.
Yeah, when I think like HDPE, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking like anything with like a living hinge. No.
Polypropylene is more often a living hinge. See, the problem is you can't look at a thing and be like, that's this certain plastic very often.
Yeah,
it really depends. when I do that, and again, that's another reason why plastic recycling is so tough, because you can't just look at something and be like, oh, well, that's traditionally made of blank, so that is most likely blank, because it could be whatever. Like recently, traditionally, the lids for like soda fountain lids have been polystyrene. Think that like kind of cloudy plastic. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you want to do a fun little experiment, I don't know if I would recommend this because I believe it can release carcinogens, but you could take one of those and some nail polish remover, and if you rub the nail polish remover on it, it will start to turn it into goo and turn it into napalm.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why people use like styrofoam and gasoline, because what actually happens is it doesn't chemically react with the plastic. All it does is take the air out of it. It is the only plastic that will work that way. And it's actually, I believe there's some, I forget what chemical it is in gasoline that mimics acetone. But yeah. Anyway, if you ever wondered why people always make those jokes about styrofoam and napalm, that's why. It's one of the only materials that works that way. So to kind of go into the chemistry of how plastics work, think of like a Lego block, and how if you just take a bunch of Lego blocks and you stack them on top of each other, you'll make like a big stack. Let's say like a building or something like that. I don't know why I did that.
Why you stack Legos?
No, why I threw that ender pearl into the void for no reason. So if you stack a bunch of Lego bricks on top of each other, that's kind of it's similar to how a plastic is made. So one Lego brick in that stack would be what we would call a monomer. Mono meaning one. Most people know what mono and poly means. Yeah. The poly in polymer comes from the fact that what you do is you take multiple monomers and you put them in a big series. So you string them, almost like putting a stack of Lego bricks together. And then here's the cool part, actually. So we were talking about HDPE. HDPE, or milk bottles, is chemically the exact same monomer and polymer setup as LDPE number 4, or plastic bags at the store, like a grocery bag. They're the same plastic chemically. It comes into the differences in how they string the plastics when they make them. And that's the only difference between the two of them, is how they string them. Chemically, they're the same, like, monomer setup. PET is a little bit different because it has that terephthalate to it. And then polypropylene, I'd have to look up. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But I'm pretty sure that... I'm looking it up to make sure I don't say anything wrong. Yep, that's right. So, you're familiar with methane, right? CH4?
I mean, I know what it is, but I'm not...
Okay. So methane is 1 carbon and 4 hydrogens. Yeah. To make HDPE or LDPE, all you have to do is rip off 2 of the hydrogens, and in place of those, put another monomer. The monomer for HDPE is C2H2. Or CH2, just repeated over and over and over again. Let me check LDPE to make sure I'm right. Yeah. No, I'm right. Yeah. No. They're chemically just carbon and 2 hydrogens mixed together. But the difference is how they string them. LDPE, as you can imagine, they're less densely packed when they string them. And then HDPE, they're more highly dense when they pack them together. So anyway, Did you guys know that I took a polymer chemistry course? Isn't that cool? I'm so
Yeah.
cool. So I actually know what I'm talking about. Just a little bit. Yeah, the one thing that I never like is when companies mix plastics together. Like some will actually mix it. Most of the time you don't see it happen because with alloys you'll gain something out of mixing plastics, but plastics don't really like to be mixed, and so like if you were to mix HDPE and polypropylene together, it would make a worse blend compared to both of them. Like it makes it, the sum is worse than the parts, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's another thing
you're
that makes
just kinda
plastic recycling really
degrading
tough. Yeah.
The chains basically. Right?
Because, like,
Kinda.
stainless steel is an alloy of regular steel, and it's not as strong as regular steel, but it's non-corrosive. So, like, there's an advantage to the alloy. But when you bond plastics, you really don't get a good mixture. You get, like, worse in every regard. There's not really a blend that I know of that you get any positive aspect out of it. It's just all negative. So the companies don't really mix plastics. Also, something, and I think this is really funny. My boss, being a climate denier, it was very funny to see when he would talk about conspiracy theories and be like, they're so stupid, and he would talk about them and be very rational about them, and then be a climate denier. Like, there was this conspiracy theory going around a while ago that companies were using plastic as a filler in like food for cows, and that's why there were like microplastics in our food.
Oh,
Do you remember hearing that?
Yeah.
But what he pointed out is that per gram, like plastic, recycled plastic and virgin plastic are like 4 times as expensive as corn. So like,
Yeah.
why would you ever do that? You'd actually just be throwing your money away to do that. Like you'd have to be like an actual like evil baron who's like, I will poison them with microplastics. Like literally there's no economic incentive to do it. Because we think of plastic being really cheap, but like
compared to
corn and dairy in
other raw
America is
material,
like
yeah.
the cheapest thing that you can possibly get. Like if anything, and this is a way to circle everything back. If anything, it would be cheaper to make plastic out of corn, which is how PLA is made. So, if you ever worried that conspiracy theory was true, just think logically about it for a second, and you don't have to worry anymore about it.
Just put your thinking cap on.
But, I mean, if you're going to fall for a conspiracy theory, the likelihood that you're a critical thinker is pretty low, so. What are you up to right now on the server?
I'm gathering quartz.
From the nether?
I traded and it was going too slow. But now I'm mining and it's going even slower, but I'm at least having more fun.
I can do some trading. I enjoy it. You really need that much? Why not just build the stuff that doesn't require quartz while we wait for them to... Anyway. So, I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that we're doing for RepRap and like what we're excited for. So, I think the easiest one to get out of the way is probably Creality. I think I'm hyped to see what Creality does.
I want to see the K2. I want to see the K2.
Because seeing the K1 at East Coast is probably what got me to buy it. Because I was like, that's a beautiful machine.
Seeing the K1 at Midwest RepRap made me want to buy it less, honestly.
Really? I thought it was beautiful, and then I bought it, and it wasn't. And then I downloaded Orca Slicer, and it was.
I thought it was too, but I think that's part of the reason I'm like, nah, because I'm like, this looks very proprietary. And now, obviously, a lot of it is open source. But
I love when you I love when you talk about like proprietary open source like stuff like that, and then you'll DM me and be like, "Dude, I need multicolor. I need to go into Bamboo."
But every time I do that, I'm like, nah, the firmware would piss me off.
Yeah, no, that's what I
myself.
every time I have to talk you off the ledge by being like, think about it logically for a second.
Yeah. It'd be cool. It'd be cool for a little bit, and then it would just piss me off.
Yeah.
No, but that's part of the reason it took me a while to buy the K1. Like, I saw it at Midwest RepRap last year, and that's when it was still like brand new. I don't even think you could buy one at the time.
I was so mad when I was like, "Hey, are there any sales on this?" And they were like, "You got to talk to Micro Center." I'm like, "No, son. I'm talking to you." Because every other manufacturer was offering deals if you bought their printers using like RepRap coupons or something like that. And I was like, "You guys got any of those?" And they were like, "No."
Yeah, even Prusa had a little coupon they were handing.
That's what I was saying. I was like, Prusa does that, and Prusa hates you. No, I'm kidding. Prusa likes their people. No, they just charge a premium, is what I mean.
My friend, the friend that went with me, he did end up buying a Prusa Mini. And I think if you're going to buy a Prusa, the Prusa Mini is the one to buy.
But then you can't use the MMU.
That's true. I mean, you could with some fucking with it.
Well, then by that logic, you could use an MMU on any printer. You could use it on a Creality printer.
It's open source.
So then why buy a Prusa Mini at that point? Buy a better printer. buy a K1 and put the MMU on it.
Well, the Prusa Minis, out of all the Prusa printers, fairly affordable. I know you're going to be
like
$500.
$500.
No, it's $350. $350. And with a coupon, you can get it down to like $300. Which, yes, is still more than an Ender 3 V3 KE or whatever. But you're also paying for support and stuff, so.
What? How much did you say the Prusa Mini is?
$350. Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah. How are you getting it for $100 off? What?
Huh? Maybe that was the price after the coupon. Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's $430 with no filament run out sensor and not built, just the kit.
This is a Mini Plus. Wait, they upped the price? No, I swear to God, it was $350.
I never saw it under 4, but I don't track Prusa prices, so I'm not saying you're crazy, but for anyone watching, it is currently on their website for $430.
$430. Maybe I'm stupid.
With the filament run out sensor, it is.
I swear when it released,
$450.
It was $350. Maybe that was the release price, like early bird special. And
do they do
just
those?
Never corrected. No, not often. But I now that
I thought when you said that I was like, "There's no way," but maybe it was an early bird special. Plus, maybe that was the RepRap price. Maybe it was RepRap sale. But that's still a significant sale. $100 off just for buying it at RepRap? That seems kind of crazy.
Well, you don't actually buy it at RepRap. My friend wanted to buy it at RepRap, and they're like, "No, but we got a coupon, so you can go online and buy it."
Yeah, because then you also have to pay shipping.
Yeah. See, that's where it got him. I think. I don't remember how much he ended up spending, but it was. I mean, compared to like a normal Prusa machine, you're talking like a Prusa MK4 is like $1,000, and then plus like
like for instance, I don't know how much the shipping would be for the Mini, but for the Mark IV, it's $50. So then you're looking at this thing being like $500. That's kind of a lot, because what's the Sovol 8? It's like 600. I'm ballparking it.
Somewhere around 650.
Okay, all right. I remember Teaching Tech talked about it in his video, and I forget how much he said it was.
It's 580.
580. Okay, so it's close to 6.
For what it is, it's a really good price.
So like, Yeah, I mean, you always pay for premium quality with Prusa. I'm not a huge
Yeah.
fan of that because I think in 3D printing, premium quality up until recently, I'm talking like the last year, premium quality hasn't really doesn't mean what you think it does. You know, like premium quality for when I started with Prusa, like when I started 3D printing, their quote unquote premium quality just meant that it could get a print. Whereas like
Well, yeah,
it
I think
like
a lot of it stems from like older school 3D printers where
yeah.
like an Ender 3, you had to fuck with it and mess with it and upgrade it to finally get something acceptable.
Yeah.
And a Prusa, you put it together and it just prints. Print after print after print after print, it would print.
But it was
now
always
you get that out of basically every printer.
yeah, but even then I don't I don't know. It's kind of hard talking to you about this stuff cuz we come from two completely different eras of 3D printing. So as much as as it's funny cuz Rain said this yesterday. She said you use too much young slang for how old you are, but I'm not that old. It's just I've been in the game so long it feels like I'm really old cuz I started 3D printing over a decade ago. I think I got my first printer in either 2014 or 2013. And
I mean, I got my first printer in 2015.
but like still that's like
But, like,
3 or
was-
4 years later.
True, and plus it was at the time the Robo 3D had auto leveling and a heated bed, which was very uncommon at the time.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And so that's why I like me when Prusa first came out, their quality meant that like every other print would succeed rather than like every fifth print would succeed. Like my CR10
I mean, I'd argue by the time they were on like the MK2, it was like pretty much every print would succeed.
don't want to call
And
you a
that's why- and
liar
that was still
because my experience doesn't necessarily mean your experience, but everybody that I've ever talked to has had the exact same reliability with a Prusa machine, and I've up until like recently, like the past 2 years maybe, it's always been like every other print or every 3 prints prints.
maybe I'm just using because I only get like the most I know about Prusa machines because I don't have one is my friend has a mini. He has had no issues with it. And I see people on Twitter always praising it, like this thing just prints. And it's
Well,
like,
you know how
so
many
does my-
people say
so
that
does
about
my
the
5-year-old
KE
Ender 3.
or the K1, my bad. And like you had so much trouble with the K1. People online say that the K1 just works. So like,
Yeah,
you know, I would take that with a grain of salt.
I think my pressure advance settings are off. I gotta show you a print, and you're gonna laugh at it because
Mine
I
are so much
exported
better.
a model in low quality, so there's a lot of like angles on it, and every single angle is like bulged out. It's really it looks like veins. It's really bad.
How it feels to use full clipper control.
Actually, I can send it to you. Right
You know that picture of the two people on the bus and like one's looking at like the rocks and one
These are default settings.
the one where I'm like looking out the window and smiling is like me not fucking with deep clipper control. I just let Creality Print take the wheel, run the defaults.
Like it looks like every corner is a seam. I'm not even kidding. Hang on, where's the group chat? Going in gang chat. You'll see this print because I'm too lazy to reprint it before RepRap.
The print that's printing right now on my stream is my one for RepRap. Nothing like crushing pressure gets the job done, am I right?
I think, I mean, I still have to pack and stuff, but I think as far as prints go, I am all set up for RepRap.
With my K1 being as fast as it is, I was literally designing models yesterday that I'm planning on printing.
I was tempted for a little bit to bring the K1.
Nah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Here's
you
my
want to
thought.
bring your Voron to
already
get the
bringing,
key,
yeah,
right?
I'm already bringing my Voron. That's gonna be like the printer I'm probably gonna be fucking around with, and maybe it doesn't ever print. We'll see. I could probably get it to print PET just fine, but my Ender is gonna be the one, especially since the where the spool is for my Ender, where it's mounted above and then it's direct drive. That's gonna play a lot better with the really small spools of PET.
That's right. I got to bring a bunch of those.
Instead of a long
The problem
cord,
with the only problem I think we're gonna have with the recreator rolls is we'll need to dry them.
Do you want me to bring my filament dryer?
I really don't, but I don't know how else we'll figure it out.
Giant 4-spool filament dryer.
We don't need that much filament drying.
That's the only filament dryer that I have.
I know. I just mean like I just fill mine with all the like little mini spools and then just click dry. Oh shit, that's another problem. We have to dry it. It like needs like 6 or 7 hours to dry.
I mean, we can get there and just start drying in the hotel room.
You're right. I just think it's very funny to imagine like a filament dryer running in our hotel room.
I don't see why not.
It's just funny. It's the same. It's just as funny as me imagining one of our 3D printers printing in the hotel room.
Yeah. I don't know.
I am
We'll
very
probably
tempted
set
to
up a
buy
3D
that
printer in the
KE
hotel.
when we go. I'll let you take first pick since
I'm probably not gonna buy it. I'm fairly short on cash right now, so
rats.
my disposable income is running short.
Oh, I got bad news for you. The HoloLive pushed my package back to August.
I saw that.
And the thing that bothers me the most, they're not doing anything besides saying sorry. Like, no offense, don't want to be that guy. If my package is 1 day late on AliExpress, they give me like a credit back to my account.
Yeah.
And then
get
HoloLive's
merch.
going
I
to be
get
like,
merch
hey,
is
we're really sorry, but your merch is going to be 4 months late.
See, the problem
And that's
is if
it. And they were like, please don't get mad at us. They said it like the bottom of the email. Please be nice on social media. Motherfucker, no. No.
I mean, to play a little bit of devil's advocate, I agree. I think some sort of credit would be nice. But comparing it to like AliExpress, everything is like made already and it's been being made. You're talking about like bespoke things that get made once and then never again. So you get like supply chain issues and stuff and all sorts
All right,
of weird
I'll
stuff
raise
that
you.
comes with that territory.
I'll raise you then. U2's
think-
gives credit to people when their shipments are late.
No, that's what I'm saying. They should probably still give you credit for late shipment.
I'm debating whether or not I should like tweet something and be like, hey, can we get a credit then, since it's gonna be 4 months late?
I would try maybe reaching out to support and asking before immediately going to tweeting, because if you go to tweeting, they're just gonna be like, well, no, you're a dick. Or they'll tell you they'll tell you to reach out to their TikTok team. Did you hear about that?
No.
So somebody went to Bamboo support. I forget what it was for exactly. It was something with the A1. They went to Bamboo support for something, and they asked for I forget exactly what it was, but they like needed a refund, or no. They wanted to get the new, because they didn't feel comfortable replacing the bed cable by themselves. So they're like, hey, can you guys send me a new printer, and then I send my printer back in the box that comes in the new printer, because I discarded my original box, so I don't really have a way to ship my printer back.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
That's kind of fair.
For a company as big as Bamboo, they could totally afford to do that. Especially if they put like like they hold a charge on his card until they get the printer back, right? To make sure that the old printer comes back, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But their response was to reach out to the TikTok so that they could make content.
Make content out of it?
I don't know. I don't know exactly why they told them to reach out to the TikTok team. That's why it's fucking weird. It's like, what do you mean by
Bamboo,
that?
try not to be the scummiest fucks on the face of the earth. Challenge impossible.
It was so fucking weird, man.
That's so funny.
Like, what do you mean by that? Reach out to the TikTok, huh?
So, other stuff for RepRap. I am hoping that Alien 3D is there again, because they gave hella filament, and I want free filament.
Hell yeah. I think it's, I want to say Protopasta always has a corner of RepRap where they just have a ton of filament, and it's always like $15 a spool, I think. And I think
Oh, speaking of which, I hope Printed Solid's there, because last year...
Oh, maybe it was Printed Solid.
At East Coast, now that they've been bought out by Prusa, they now just have one giant booth for Prusa and... Or at least, at East Coast, Prusa and Printed Solid just had one giant booth separated by, like, a cloth, like, liner, and behind that cloth liner were, like, boxes of filament. Every roll of filament, regardless of what it was, $15. So I got like hella PTG and stuff like that for like $15 a roll.
And I think on the last day they start selling stuff for like 10. Damn. I want to say, maybe I'm wrong about that.
I don't trust it, but Rain said that she got TPU for $10 a roll on Amazon. I'm like, I would not.
It's probably a small roll. It's probably 500 grams.
There's got to be something going on there. There's no way.
A lot,
because I was like, inland filament is the cheap.
A lot of TPU ships in 500 grams, not full kilogram on Amazon.
That's something I didn't think about. You're right. That probably was what happened.
I mean, that's still, what was it? 15? She said. That's still not terrible for 500.
Well, that means it's $30 a roll for like a regular roll. That's expensive.
That's not terrible for TPU though. As if it's good TPU, that's not that bad.
I don't know. If they're scamming people on Amazon, you really think it's good TPU?
I don't think they're scamming on purpose.
I gotta go check my printer. It looks like it jammed.
Uh-oh.
Yay! The print failed. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Smooth quartz slabs.
Well, just like that, an entire day's worth of work out the door.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are you relying on printing anything out of PET before RepRap?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this just like a personal thing?
No, this is what I was hoping on demoing.
Oh.
So, because
So you should probably actually like baby it to make sure that it finishes.
well, I can't. I don't have a life where I can do that. Like I got to go to work and stuff.
Well, how long is it print?
It's a 8-hour or yeah, 8-hour prints. Yeah.
What are you?
Hey,
printing,
what's
or
up?
Am I not allowed to ask?
I wanted to do a one of those twist cap Mario mushrooms.
Oh. Just print it faster, and then it's not a $8 print.
How?
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Thought you were being serious for a sec. I'm like, all right.
Have you tried? Do you know if scaling it down, if it still threads on okay?
Yeah, it does. That's true. Kind of quiet today. Yeah, same here. Just streaming, getting ready for RepRap. Yeah, I could scale it down, but then that means reprinting all the stuff that's already printed. So it's like, then I'm even further behind the gun. I don't know
if you had stuff printed already or not.
Yeah. The problem is I'm just not getting good pulls. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, whether it's the material or whether it's me. And then every time I talk to people about it, they're like, well, just do this. And I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, sure.
Okay.
Was it? Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, the color burns off weird. And Dreams was like, well, then just put the color on before you recreate it. And I'm like, dude,
Isn't that what you were doing?
I'm printing it. I'm printing it right now. I don't have time to recreate new filament because, like, any filament that I make right now is a day away from being used because it still needs to get dried before I print with it.
Yeah.
And
I think he was talking long term.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Not realizing that you're working on something for RepRap that's in like 3 days.
Yeah, yeah. Just fucking really sucks. Because since they're 6 hours and I have to baby them, I have to sit there.
Say they don't get done in time for RepRap.
I won't have anything to show.
End of the world. What do you mean? Aren't you bringing a recreator or no?
Me? Personally?
Yeah.
How long does it need to dry? 6 to 7 hours. So, like, I could dry filament overnight, but if I'm going to baby it and, like, sit there... Like, if it was just a regular print, I could have it print overnight because I don't need to sit there and baby it. But I need to sit there and baby this filament. So, it uses a special... I have, like, a special dryer. So, Rain is bringing her recreator. But Josh was like, oh, yeah, they've got, like, a bunch of prints that they've done, and they've worked on really cool stuff. I'm like, I have literally nothing to show because I haven't made any. So, yeah, I was waiting on a part to be able to cut up until... When did I get the package from... So, I talked to Josh in January about getting new cutter and a new like air pressurizer, and I just got those a week ago, so I haven't been able to make any new plastic until
I have an idea. Maybe this is a little bit late to bring up, but I think it would be fun. What are your thoughts about like giving away some soft drinks at the booth with the stipulation that they bring the bottle back to us and we cut it and make it into filament for them?
Yeah, I mean, we were planning on having like the recreator running and all of that stuff. We could do that, I guess.
How feasible would it? Because that would be a cool like, Here's a free.
It's a little tough. It's a little tough because not only do you have like, you have to like heat it as well. You have to like heat it with a heat gun to like expand the bottle.
I could bring a heat gun.
Yeah,
I got a heat gun.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. What I want to show off is not the recreator itself. I want to show off the prints because that's what Josh wanted me to show off was actual prints, because we've been at RepRaps for like the past 3 years just showing off the recreator.
You've never been at a Midwest RepRap. I've never. The last 2 years I went, I have not seen a recreator or anything similar at a Midwest RepRap.
It's really weird because I was told that there was.
Unless I completely missed it. But I was specifically looking for one last year and did not see one.
Either way,
so I think
it doesn't matter.
Cool.
We have all of the stuff that you're saying. I'm going to bring some pre-cut bottles, and we're going to recreate it there. Hopefully we can dry the filament and then print with it. So we'll have all of that. Literally, it's just the final prints that I actually need. I guess what I could do is
just also be trying to print there, too, is the idea, right? With the printers I'm bringing?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. But yeah, obviously you want to bring a few things to actually show off, because
it's so frustrating. I've been trying to print this entire week, and I can only get like every 3 prints is successful. And like this is like one where if it fails, it's an entire day I have to wait because I need to babysit it. It's like this is.
Know why it's clogging, or it just?
Yeah, I do. It's because it's not a good pull, and so it's skinny.
Like filament diameters are. Okay.
Yeah, and so it's skinny, and so the gears slip, and it doesn't push the filament through.
Okay. Skinny, I'm not as worried about. I'm a little worried about fat filament.
You asked what my issue is. My issue is that it's too skinny, and so it's not catching on the gears when it goes to push it through.
What? Okay, and you're. I think my Voron is going to be really good then at the skinny filament. Because it's a single gear extruder. It's just one big gear, so there's no way for the gear to miss the filament, if that makes sense. Because it's not like a hobbed gear. It's just straight cut.
I don't think you're quite understanding the physics of it, but it's okay. I'm not like
maybe I'm not.
Not like really mad.
But like geared gears, they kind of have like a space between them, but this is literally just a bearing pushing against a straight cut gear.
Yeah, so the ones on the Sprite extruder are off-centered so that they can push from both sides. So I'm drawing it up in Paint for you.
I get what you mean.
I don't think you do, because you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Maybe I'm not. See, I'm thinking I'm gonna get a really small screenshot.
This is what's happening. It's hitting the low spot, like it's twisting it to the low spots.
Where you? Oh, no, yeah, that would be. I think that would be solved by having just a single gear with an idle arm.
But even then, it would twist it to that same low spot, and then the teeth on the one geared extruder wouldn't be able to push. You see what I'm saying? How like a geared system doesn't matter.
So
it's still gonna push it to the.
You mean like these gears where it's kind of concave?
No, I'm talking about the low spot on the filament itself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you making with the concrete? Oh, Walmart. I'm gonna drop.
Capitalism rules all. I don't know. I think maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think my Voron will be good at printing it without having issues, as long as it's, even if it's bigger because my Voron has a little bit more clearance. I'm worried about because my Ender 3 is a Micro Swiss NG hot end, which is great at printing TPU, but the tolerances are super tight. So any filament that's a little bit larger, like you put 1.8 filament in there, it'll clog.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I'll still.
Yeah,
print it 'cause
I
it
haven't
is
had
my
any
most
issues with it
reliable
being
printer.
too big ever.
But I
So
think my
it would be
Voron will
I'd be
really good.
really shocked.
Okay.
So yeah, for chat, this is the start of the Walmart right here. We got the parking lot.
They can't see my screen, but I have the schematic up.
Gosh, we don't have enough space for all this stuff. Yo, look at all this quartz. No way. Do you know what the color we're gonna use for all of the like inside of the building is gonna be?
I have
Forgot
not
you had
planned
keep
that far yet.
inventory. Funny. Do we want to do it asphalt color or no? Or did we want to do it as the
Usually
regular
it's like
gray?
a light gray, isn't it?
Okay, we could do it with the light gray.
Aren't Walmarts are kind of like tiled, no? Or like,
No, it's poured concrete, but you're right.
okay,
It's a light
but
gray.
they have like those stress lines. Or no, it is just straight up flat poured concrete.
Yeah,
so
those
light
those
gray.
are just seam lines between the pores. Like what you're thinking about. That's just because you can only pour like a certain size for the. Yo, OMB, what's up? There's my tool. There we go. So yeah, no. I think you're missing my worry. I am not as worried about printing there because most of what people are going to be seeing is the video that we're going to be showing.
True, and plus
And-
the printing. I mean, people are going to be sticking around for like.
And what we're
15
talking
minutes
about.
max at the booth. They're not going to see the full print.
What I am worried about is why is my shovel going slow all of a sudden?
You're outside of the haste beacon now.
So, I am worried because I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything printed. And I already feel bad because I'm not bringing anything printed to a 3D printer convention.
I didn't bring anything printed the last 2 years.
I know, but you didn't demo.
True, but you're gonna. I mean, you're not demoing alone. I think you're kind of, not exactly, but you're kind of framing this as a competition a little bit. Like,
Well, it is.
Rain's
I have to
bringing
be the best one.
something. That's your problem. In this case, you're not competing against.
Also,
Rain
yeah, I
these
saw
days,
the
like,
new Mario and Luigi. I'm like so
you're
excited
both
that
contributing
we're listening to
something.
Mario and
You know-
Luigi music
you know
today during
polymer
stream.
blends and recycling and stuff. You could talk somebody's ear off about that, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Well,
about
that's why.
creating something.
So I did want to tell. I was gonna just tell you this privately, but I'll also tell you like in person. Got to get all the prints. Yeah. When I say we're gonna make a video, I'm not gonna like film your face. We're gonna make a VTuber video. Like we're gonna make a VTuber vlog video.
Okay,
It's gonna be great. Gonna be great.
I'll do the voiceover. I'll put like my movie voice on and be like,
No, what I thought would be kind of funny
"In a
is if
world where recycled filament is dog shit."
Recreator comes by to be less dog shit. So what I thought would be kind of funny is if we like made like a review of the movie, like afterwards, like in our car. It'd be even funnier if I just had like our models moving around too.
We could.
What I should do is take a picture of your car, like empty, and then just like add us in afterwards, like we're doing an actual vlog. That's funny.
Dude, it'd be really funny because
I got my mask
I gotta
finished.
Send you a picture of my Crown Vic because it's hilarious.
I got my mask finished, so I will actually be like wearing Ace Gamer gear while I'm there. I don't have 3D printed stuff, but I have business cards.
I'm just gonna be myself.
They're just not like actual ones. Also, like, I'm kind of hoping, I know I'm probably hoping in vain, I'm hoping some influencers, like, I want to make a video, and I get to do, like, an interview for a video, like in those videos that, what's his name does?
Like
3D printing nerd?
the 60 seconds or whatever. Or
I've
is it
never
60 or
seen
30?
Never seen one.
He does like videos at RepRap where it's like you have 60 seconds to explain your table or whatever.
Oh,
It's
gosh,
like
I
a
hate
whole
those.
hour-long video.
I wouldn't be able to do
If he's
that.
doing that, that's what he's going to be doing, by the way. So,
Well, there's sometimes when he goes up and he does like
try-
a whole thing.
eh,
Like he did that
For-
with
for
he did that with
RepRap?
Recreator originally. He made a whole 20-minute video about their booth at RepRap.
True.
That's what got me into the
But-
project.
But now since he's already done a RepRap video, chances are if you're going to end up in a Joe Telling
I
video,
know.
gonna be
Why
a
do you have to
60
be
second
so
thing,
real
so-
instead of just being like, yo,
I'm
it's
just saying,
possible?
maybe it might be worth it to prep a little bit for that. Just so
Oh,
you
I
know
already
what you're
did.
gonna say in
I've been
60
writing
seconds.
I've been writing the script in my head for weeks.
Okay. Just making
also,
sure so that you're not caught off guard when if he comes up. And
well, I
be
know
like,
I'm the
"Explain your
only
table
one
in
that's
30
gonna be
seconds."
I'm the only one that's gonna be comfortable speaking. So I've been prepping all of my lines to be like the guy that speaks at the table.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm gonna go full mute mode for part of the weekend probably.
That's why I'm like, I gotta prep for this.
I have a problem where like if I get overwhelmed, I go mute.
Anton Blast. Pizza Tower Funkin' over here.
Pizza Tower, but if it was good.
Pizza Tower if it wasn't shit. No, I'm kidding. No,
I'm not
Anton
kidding.
Blast is literally just somebody took one of their indie IPs and turned it into a Pizza Tower game. And it's got the fandom split because half of the people are like, see, more games in the Pizza Tower genre of game. And then other people are like, it literally just rips off Pizza Tower. It's literally just Pizza Tower.
But is it canon? Because that's the only thing that matters.
Weird question. Do you want to move the beacon?
Yeah, we can move it.
Okay.
Let me sleep in.
I'll
and
let you
start
do that
grabbing
since,
it.
because if both of us do it, then we'll have like different.
I don't see
bricks.
why that's a weird question, but okay.
I have to start all of my sentences with a qualifier.
Hey, here's a really fucked up and crazy idea. Want to move the beacon?
Me when I'm fucked up and also weird and also silly and also goofy and
Me
also
when
great.
Little Caesar's crazy bread is just
Just
bread to
regular
me.
bread. Oh, I was gonna tweet, to me it's just the movie.
What?
The Goofy movie.
Oh.
See, I was like, I don't think anybody's gonna get it.
Nobody would get that, but as an inside joke.
Oh,
that's
it would be
kinda
so funny. Yeah, no. And then on Thursday, I have a tweet coming out. So, have you heard the Pink Mercy debate, like debacle?
Oh, I think it's fucking hilarious.
So
I read into it a little bit. And I think
okay,
it's
all right.
fucking
So
funny.
for anybody that doesn't know, and just to make sure that Kirby's on like the same page, a while ago, so it is unanimously agreed upon that the most toxic class in the game of Overwatch is Mercy mains. They are like the most toxic players that you can ever be matched with. They are awful. I really dislike Mercy. It's such a sedentary character to play. Like literally you just stand in one place and heal or damage boost somebody else. Like you have no free will of your own. You are completely dependent on other characters. So I don't like playing Mercy. But a while ago, Overwatch did a like charity event where they raised money for a breast cancer foundation. I'm not exactly sure which one because there's a few out there. It's not like TF2 does the Trevor project every year, and that one I know really well because they do it every year, but I forget which breast cancer foundation Overwatch worked with. Either way, it was if you donated money or if you bought the skin, they donated all of the proceeds to this foundation. And the skin was known as Pink Mercy, and it's just like Mercy in like a pink outfit. I don't really see the hype around it, but people like really, really like the skin. And it's for a good cause too, so it's like, you know. But Mercy fans, being Mercy fans, have been really confrontational and cagey about this skin, and like they would, it's elite, it's against Blizzard's terms of service, but they would buy and sell accounts that had the skin. So like you would sell your account with the skin for like
because
thousands of dollars.
You could only get the skin for a limited time.
Yes.
So you couldn't get it anymore. But now they re-released the skin.
And now they're re-releasing the skin, or they're not re-releasing the skin, they're redoing the breast cancer fundraiser. So
Yeah,
the proceeds still go to breast cancer awareness. But they're like now you can get the skin again, and Mercy mains are fuming. There's like people that are like, there was this, I wish I gotta find it for you and then send it to you, but there was this lady who was on stream and like started flipping the fuck out and was like, my account's worth more than your house, all you broke bitches, I had it day one, you wish you could be me, you want to be me, I'm so much more rich than you are, and like started going like fucking crazy over it. And so I have this tweet where it's that gif of KSI like floating through his house, and it's like me when buying a skin in Overwatch makes people mad. I can't wait. It's like I will never buy a skin again, but this skin makes Mercy mains mad. It's like, here's all of my money.
Wait, okay, a little bit sidetracked right now because Rain said something.
Where?
We should build a subway in my chat.
Oh, fake. Fake. She would watch
said
you.
She was buying Subway. So I'm like, oh, you're buying all of Subway? And she's like, no, just a sub. But we should build a Subway. Wait, do you have room in your inventory?
Oh, yeah.
Look at me. Look at me. Bottoms up. Oh, wait, you can't. I thought you could eat these, no? I thought you could drink the buckets of puffer fish.
Oh, why'd you kill him? Why didn't you put him back in the bucket?
Oh, well, place him and kill him, and then we'll eat the puffer fish together.
Oh, but I don't want to kill him. I like him. He's cute.
Well, I'll just eat it myself then.
Almost killed you
Gives
with
you
him.
Nausea too.
Yeah, eating it is part of the achievement.
Yeah.
The like, how did we get here or whatever it's called.
Oh, dude, I fucking hate the nausea effect. I'm surprised I don't get.
Rain's in your chat. What is it with all of my friends only watching your chat, your Twitch stream, not mine? Dreams
so
did the same thing.
Walmart.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
hang on, I think my cat radio ended. No, it's still going.
You're not helping with my mental illness. All of my friends like you more, bruh.
Bro, I get like 1 viewer, so.
Rain, remember who fixed your 3D printer? It wasn't Kirby, it was me. That's what I thought.
Dude, real talk, I'm legitimately excited to go to the Walmart in Goshen.
I'm hoping I can show you the Ace Gamer finesse and get a game for $5.
Should I
got another one this weekend on sale for 10. I got the Lego 2K like complete edition that has the Lego set with it, $10.
So the minivan I'm driving needs an oil change. Do I wait till we get to Goshen and get an oil change in Goshen, Indiana?
Why the fuck would you do that? That's just asking for something to go wrong.
Yeah, no, I'll get an oil.
Are you gonna? What are you doing? Are you gonna build the beacon, or are you just gonna?
I'm gonna run around like an idiot for a while. My inventory is full. That's why I came over here.
All these chests are like completely full. This is that ugly ass gray color that all the floors are. I should make a walkthrough video of Walmart just so that I can replicate it in Minecraft better.
That's a good idea. We should just, honestly, let's recreate Goshen, Indiana.
I like that. So, I have this...
Disappointed if you couldn't do an oil change? Yeah, I'm a big... Okay, little bit of a sidetrack just for a second. I'm a big advocate of that our driver's tests don't do enough to make sure people know how cars work.
Oh, I definitely agree with you.
I think everybody should maybe not do their own oil change, but at least be able to check the fluids on their vehicle and be able to like point out certain things under the hood. There's most other places.
Oh, have you seen that one
like
lady that pours
pours
windshield wiper fluid into her like engine, and the guy takes the bolt out at the bottom to like replace her oil, and it all comes out as like a blue liquid?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh
That's
god.
a great way to destroy your engine.
Or the lady who has a Tesla and she takes windshield wiper fluid and just like fans it over on top of everything. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I really don't want this to come out as like, Ace is sexist, but every one of those videos, the girl, like somebody will be like, hey, do you know what you're doing? And then she'll be like, I have a boyfriend, and then proceed to douse her engine in windshield wiper fluid. Oh man, I gotta find that one where the lady's in like high heels and like a red dress, and she just fucking fans the windshield wiper fluid all over her engine. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. Only reason
one of my favorite YouTube channels is just watching customer states, because there's a lot of like dumb shit, like customer states, like squeaking noise when braking, and it's like something hanging on one of the hooks in the back squeaking because it's falling forward a bit when you brake.
So
and it's
funny.
like, dude, you really can't like figure that out yourself?
I remember for the longest time I didn't replace my brake pads, and it wore down the rotors so that there was like a millimeter left on the rotor.
Ooh.
Whoo, that was rough.
But
that wasn't because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have the money to replace it, but...
No, that's fair. That's fair. We had one of those in yesterday, actually. Somebody came in getting tires, and like, yeah, he needed tires. But then he was asking if we could... He knew we didn't do brakes, but he was asking if we could look at the brakes. As I'm driving in, I just hear metal on metal. I'm like, yeah, you need brakes and rotors.
Yeah, I think the when I knew that it was my rotors was when I looked at the tires and they weren't rusted. They were like,
they were just full of
silver.
dust.
No, they were silver.
Ooh, that's even worse. Yeah.
Yeah, because it grinded the rotors. Like it wore down the rotors until they were just nothing. Oh, also, guys, semi-announcement. Since Mario and Luigi was announced, in October and November, I will be playing all of the series, I think.
I was gonna say you will be MIA.
I will be in a coma.
We'll go radio silent. You will not be able to contact me. Do not try to contact me.
I'll be in a big coma because I will only be playing that game for like a month. I will be grinding it to 100% completion. Playing it at least 5 times.
I feel like people should need to retake their test every 5 to 10 years. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, no, I think the problem, and we bring this up every time, every day I feel like we talk about public transport. I'm like, literally it affects every aspect of your life. The problem is there's people, like, getting a license is too much of a necessity. So if they made the test harder, then it would just be like a nuisance. It wouldn't actually...
It would just mean people...
Or like, people would cheat.
People can't work.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a driver's license.
And so what we need to do is we need to make not only the test more difficult, but we need to increase public transportation so people have an option so they don't need to get a car. Because although everyone I say this to is like, no, you're wrong. I believe there's a genuinely large percentage of the population that would give up driving completely if they could. I think there's a lot of people who are like, I don't want to drive.
My brother lives in, shit, where does he live? Hang on.
Dox your brother on stream. It'll be really funny.
the big city, like.
He lives in New York City.
Oh, he lives like.
And what I will always say to haters who are
He
like,
lives in a big city, but he lives like literally a block away from the train station, and he can get anywhere in the city from the train station. So he's legitimately thinking about getting rid of his car.
there's people that I know of that live in New York that have been like born and raised in New York who don't have driver's licenses because
Yeah,
it's just
I know
so
several people
unnecessary.
like that too. 'Cause they
And to
actually have-
anybody who's in the
I-
audience who's like, well, I don't want to use public transport.
That's
Even
fine.
if one driver less is on the road, you are like that much more safe than you would have been. Because
Yeah, that's
even if
less
you still
traffic, that
continue to
means you're
drive,
gonna
that's
get
one less
places-
person driving. And chances are, if they were in the position where they chose to not drive given the option, they are probably someone you didn't want on the road anyway.
Yeah, it's just a benefit. Like, even if you're gonna be the person that keeps driving, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's something that frustrates me so much because I think that every aspect of our life would benefit from it.
Yeah,
I can't
and
think of a
obviously
single
there's-
industry that wouldn't benefit from better public transport. It's just we've been actually, I can think of one, the automobile industry, and they own so much they have so much capital to like invest in
throw it. What is it? What are those lobbyists?
lobbyists, yeah. Because businesses like Amazon and stuff like that would benefit because less people on the road means it's easier for them to ship stuff. It makes it safer for their workers. And less traffic means they can lower their processing time on like shipping and stuff like that because they can get to your house quicker. For you, if you use public transport, it means obviously you have easier access to it, so you can be safer. But people that don't use public transport and would still drive to work or drive anywhere, for those people, it means less people on the road, which is always safer. It's better for everybody. Air quality, less people on the road means that then you have less emissions, which is good for the environment, but less people care about that shit. So I understand that's a hard sell. But yeah,
I do like the smell of
gasoline.
CO2. So.
CO2 doesn't have a scent because it's a non-polar molecule.
I like
Actually,
the smell of gasoline.
did you know water does have a scent? We've just evolved to not be able to smell it.
Well, I mean, technically anything could have a scent if it
No.
binds to your receptors. No.
Chemically, any molecule that is polar has a scent.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
If it's polar.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And water is highly polar. It's so polar we invented a new type of, well, didn't invent, I'm sorry. It's inventing in the same way that like we invented the concept of gravity. But water bonds so well that it has its own category of intermolecular bonding called hydrogen bonding. Other molecules hydrogen bond, but like one of the biggest ones is water. That's actually why water will form a meniscus, because it likes to bond with itself so much that it will pool up on a glass.
Did you get? Oh, here's some quartz. Did you get a bunch of quartz or no?
No, I can though.
Okay. If you could do that eventually, I have some that'll last me a little bit, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at what I
yeah.
built already, that's not even half of the quartz that I need.
I'm making an executive decision here. I don't know how it's going to end up, but yeah. I want to make the entrance white for some reason. I feel like it'll look good. So, other stuff that I want to see at RepRap. I'd really like to see some tool changers. I think that that's a pretty safe bet. There's probably going to be some tool changers. What do you think? Yeah, you're
Yeah,
nay on the
tool changes would be really cool to see. Like I said, I hope zombie hedge the Hedgehog Makes guy brings.
He's bringing stuff. I just don't know if it's his tool changer. That he's
I
bringing.
know for sure he's bringing an SV08, and I want to see one of those anyways. So I'm still excited for that. But if he brings one of his tool changes, oh, I'm gonna be all over that thing. Really? Can you make a change to this color? Can you make a change to that color? Can you make a change back to this color?
I am really interested in tool changers for multicolor, obviously, but I think the real advantage that people don't talk about much is multi-material, because that's something that an AMS can't do.
Multi-material, and the other thing is not so. I mean, it's in the name. It's not just a filament changer. It's a tool changer. So you can do stuff like pick and place. Like I could do pick and place magnets, pick and place embedded screws if I wanted.
Wait, what do you mean?
With a custom tool head. It doesn't need to be a tool head that extrudes filament. It could be just a tool head that grabs something, or a tool head that has
that's
a little,
outside of what I'm
like
thinking.
like a rotor bit on the end to grind down the parts, or something to like with a thread tapper in it to actually tap proper threads instead of just printing threads. Like there's a lot of options with a tool changer. Obviously, yeah, the easiest thing to do is do multiple different types of filament, but
Oh God, you'd said it.
Big point.
Fuck. Multiple different. It's grammatically incorrect.
Multiple different types of filament.
Multiple different is incorrect. You don't. It's like saying, it's hugely big.
Yeah, it's hugely big. It's a hugely.
No, it's just one of my pet peeves. And when you first notice that people use it, anytime you watch a white boy video essay on YouTube, you'll hear them say it. Because so many people say multiple different to sound really like educated and formal.
Rain said, "Hey, shut the fuck up! You're such a nerd."
It's almost like I'm a PhD student. So the cool thing is I've been like this my whole life, but now because I'm in PhD, I can just lean into it. So now it's not weird for me to be a huge fucking dumb nerd, because it's like, oh well, I'm a PhD student. You have to be a big dumb nerd to like be into this stuff. Like where people joke. Like make those jokes of like Sheldon Cooper. Well, I read this published paper recently. Like in high school, I used to like look at people that would like get scholarly articles and like write on them and like take notes on them and be like, that's some nerd shit even I wouldn't do. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I love doing that. I had talked to, I used to write for a climate, like So I published a book chapter and a paper on the climate change work that I've done. I also used to write for a blog that did similar stuff. And what is a blog if not just like a well actually, but as a written article? But yeah, so trust me now, every time you hear somebody talk,
I'll be able to accurately model the back of this Walmart.
Oh, back. I thought you're talking about my back. I'm like
the
excuse me?
room and the break room and stuff. Hell yeah, dude. This is going to be the most accurate Walmart.
I can't wait till... So, how do I say this and not sound fucking weird? There are some times that I just like to tell tall tales to be funny. I can't wait till you see me in person and you're like... Who the fuck are you? You're nothing like... You're nothing like how I thought you would look.
And you're going to be like, you're exactly like I thought you would look.
Well, I don't want to... That's kind of mean, but yeah. If that doesn't make you angry, that's probably how I'm going to react. I have an idea in my head of who you look like, and if it's a dead on, I'm just going to point at you and go, Kirby.
Okay.
No, I'm going to do that anyway. I'll tell you if I'm like, yeah, you know, I was dead on. Here, I want you to tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I'm going to send you a picture. I'm going to DM you a picture of... I think this is what you think I look like. Okay. I feel like that's the aura I give off when you just hear me talk. Am I right or
No,
wrong in that?
No,
Okay, all right.
I've also seen pictures of you, so I already know what you look like.
That's not true.
I think you sent me a picture next to Gigi, maybe, like both of you in cosplay.
Yeah, that was for East Coast. Or Fan Expo last year, not
Yeah,
this year.
yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny because I think Rain thinks I'm like this like stick figure twink who's like 5'2", or
Well, I know
no,
you work
4'8".
out.
So I think it'll be really funny. Actually, I should have gotten. It's so funny, the Recreator shirt that I got. It's so tight in the shoulders and nowhere else. So it looks so funny. All right, good to go there. I want to get as much free stuff as I can. Speaking of which, you got to remember to bring that roll of filament for me, the blue one.
Rain said that she doesn't work out at all, but they're all muscle, but actually just really skinny.
That's funny.
I am larger.
Okay, so
I
have
think-
you ever seen Snoib in real life?
Yeah.
That's I
he's
think what
literally
Rain
just
looks
stick
like.
and bone. So I'm large, but I'm also this is how I describe myself.
Oh man, I
I'm
can't wait
big,
to call you a
but-
heckin' chonker and have you just
I am
beat
a
the
heckin'
fuck
chonker.
out of me.
That's the thing. Like I'm large, but I'm not out of shape because of my job.
That's
Like,
what
Tim
they
was
all
very
say.
surprised. I can fucking touch my toes. I can throw 50 pounds. Not very many times.
Oh my gosh, I was okay.
Like-
All right. I won't interrupt you. But there's
My
something I
job
wanted to bring
doesn't
up about
let me
that.
be out of shape. I'm just also very large.
So I was talking to a friend of mine recently, and they were saying how their niece is in that like cartwheel phase, where like you got to show everybody your cartwheel. And I was like, I can do one of those, and she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, because like I used to be a cheerleader. And they're like, no, you were not a cheerleader. And I pulled up the pictures of me on the field with the pom-poms. Like, fuck,
Nice.
no way. I haven't done one in years, though, so I'd definitely have to stretch before I did it. I legitimately
I was
don't
gonna
know what
go
to.
with scaffolding. I'm getting sick of like building up.
Rain should be in my chat talking. She's missing out on all the cool shit I'm doing on my stream.
Yeah, I'm doing cool shit.
Lobbycraft McGee.
Nuh-uh, dude.
Nuh-
I've been working on
nuh-uh.
You've seen the progress I've been making. You can
I'm-
just look up and look at the progress.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just fucking with you.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me. I'm big.
I'll beat you up. No, I'm very large and very strong, but I wouldn't hurt a fly. Gentle giant.
That's what the BFG stands for. Big Friendly Giant.
Exactly. That's what I tell people. It's either big fucking gun because that's the original. But I'm like big friendly giant works too.
Well, that's why you're a furry.
Sure.
Oh, speaking of which, somebody brought up today in the Hololive chat. They were like, "Is liking the fish people from Breath of the Wild, does that make you a furry?" And I said, "No, it makes you a scaly. Trust me,
Yeah, that's
my
a-
friend's an expert."
Shut up.
in being a furry, and they were like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure that fish have scales." Because like there was that book that we read as kids that was like the rainbow fish or whatever, that had like rainbow scales, right? I'm not crazy, am I? I mean, you're the expert. You could just tell me from experience.
Yeah, sure. No, fish have scales.
Yeah, no, but do fish count as
Rain said she
scalies?
tried to open her car door by twisting it like a doorknob.
Wow, that would be really cool.
Dude, that gives me an idea.
I should 3D print a handle for my car. Holy shit, did we actually run out of stone over here? No, we've got a little bit left. I thought
So
I
if
just
I
traded
remember-
all of it.
I think. No, the Walmart sign is centered. Right?
Walmart attracts some of the worst people ever to be customers. Oh my god, I was shopping there the other day. The products are cheap because you
Something's
pay in your
unsettled,
life
but
when
I'll
you
fix
go
it
there.
later. Yeah.
Like people will just walk out in front of your car. People will like walk in the middle of aisles and push into you. It's like, come on, guys. I'm just trying to shop.
Went to Walmart once and they were fucking giving birth at the counter. I'm not even fucking joking. Ew.
Cap.
What the fuck?
Video proof where it didn't happen.
I mean,
I
that's
get I get a
honestly
ping
doesn't
I get a
surprise me.
ping and it's like Walmart birth.mp4 and it just I've got that like soldier like shell shocked image. I'm just like,
Ugh.
I wish Dreams was here. I scheduled my stream 2 hours later just so that he could be here. What a shame. It is so hot in my room. Hold on.
It was. Oh, it's actually really nice today. It was hot yesterday, which sucked because work was awful. I did another one of those days where I did like 4 cars in 2 hours.
I bet I could do that.
Maybe. Probably.
I used to have bruises on my hip bones because I carried stuff with my hips. I was back when I had a issue, we'll say, and I was 150 pounds. So you could see the bone. That was a wild time.
I mean, I can see a couple of my bones.
I'm talking like
Teeth.
teeth. The cut is phenomenal. Just so that I was, I actually used to be 300 pounds, and then I went through this crazy cut because I didn't want Kirby to think that I was obese.
No,
I'm just
don't give a
saying
shit.
random shit now. I am not even making sense. I lost 300 pounds in 2 weeks by lighting myself on fire. Burning the calories off. Why do I keep getting comments to download the Jenny mod? We don't have mods on the server. This is a
It'd be
realm.
Funny if you did.
Huh?
It'd be funny if you did.
Well, then let's do it. I like funny stuff.
What do you suggest? Hang on. Am I gonna get like straight up porn if I look up the Jenny mod?
I don't know.
Is this a girlfriend mod? This. Oh dear lord, it is.
I want to download the
downloading that.
girlfriend mod.
I don't.
I want a Minecraft GF. I'm so glad I don't have face tracking
Apparently
on.
the Jenny mod is just straight porn.
Oh.
I didn't scroll down far enough to see that. I just saw like
Was it good?
they're not adding it to the server. Shit, are you kidding?
Was it good? uh. I'm funny.
Sometimes you have your moments.
I have my moments. Hey, it's just like my boss used to tell me. If we were 99% accurate, think of how many choices we make per page, and then look at how many things go wrong on the field. I'd say we're batting pretty well. And that's the words I live by. How many decisions do you make in a day? Weigh those against the mistakes, and then that's your accuracy. How many jokes do I make in a stream? Come on.
It's a lot easier to focus on mistakes.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, normal people.
Fuck, I forgot what I was coming down here for. I'm just better. Oh, I wanted to ask, did you want to do an off collab? Because I could bring my Switch and capture card if you wanted.
I don't know if we'll really have time, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but I just wanted to bring it up. I kind of want to play Mario Party with you guys because it's really fun. But I don't know.
If we do it, we don't. I don't think we should. Well,
I'd love to record it, because Mario Party is really fun.
But I just don't feel like hit and go live. Maybe I don't know. There's
Pussy.
Some extra obligation to that we're at an event having fun that I don't really want to think about.
I guess you're denying the fans.
Yeah. I did actually no. I can say that for off stream. I don't want to say it on stream.
It's kind of tough because we're only really going to be at the hotel 2 nights. So like, and Saturday, well, you get tired really easily because you're old and decrepit. But
no, it's because I'm introverted, so any social interaction drains my social battery.
Ah, come on. That's an excuse.
Kidding. That's not an excuse.
See, I just get better.
do you know how late I stayed up last night?
No.
You want to know?
How late?
I could check. Oh, there's a way you could tell. That screenshot I sent. That was before I went to sleep.
10 a.m.
The message.
It says, 6 a.m. So you stayed up until 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Probably shouldn't have, but whatever. I was in a VC with people, and it was fun, so I didn't want to leave.
Yo!
I have no slabs.
We don't have enough. Ugh. Ooh, I could get some more with iron. Oh shit, there's a shulker here full of iron. That's funny.
Yeah, just in case.
I might empty it and take the shulker.
Honestly, probably not a bad idea.
Especially since I can turn it into blocks. To save on more space. Although I probably won't do that. Got it. What?
Rain just said fuck ads and then subscribed. No. No, wait, the sound didn't work. Could you hear that? I think my alerts are broken. My sound alerts. That was supposed to be giant metal pipe falling. I want to make it so that certain things that happen show up actually in game, like when somebody subscribes and stuff. Oh, okay, maybe I just have muted on OBS for me.
Can't talk because mine's actually broken. Walm.
Wait, come look at the sign. Wait,
Sure. I'm coming with
this is Walm.
almost 6 stacks of quartz.
Sick.
Wow, so cool.
I hate to admit it, but I pay for Twitch Turbo.
Twitch Turbo, what's that?
So it's like $12 a month. It is way too expensive for what it is, but it gives you no ads site-wide. Like, you don't need to be subbed to a channel. You just get no ads. And the only other thing it gives you is your VODs get stored for longer without being a partner. Did you see the Walm?
I did. I'm over here. I just dropped off quartz.
I didn't know if you.
I flew into it and went, "Wow, that's cool," and took a hella damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
feels
so
good.
I pay $12 a month to not get ads because Twitch ads are so annoying.
Yeah, that sucks. Converting to YouTube Premium has gotten me completely like I am now like, oh my god, my life is completely different now.
YouTube Premium makes a lot of sense because you get a lot of stuff out of it. It's
Yeah,
not
like
just
I
no
I
ads.
also canceled my Spotify, so now I'm saving like so much money,
Yep.
and I have no ads on YouTube, which makes it so that I can. Oh, it's nice. And
Yeah,
YouTube
if
Music
you-
is actually better than Spotify
There's-
was. So.
That's what most people say. There's more stuff on YouTube Music than on Spotify. Which is crazy because that's like the only thing Spotify does is music. and
Yeah,
then
no.
on
Well, a lot of these businesses are just like, oh, well, we've already done our thing. It's like we don't have to innovate. We can
Yeah.
just stay stagnant. And I don't think that that's the case anymore. Or I don't think that that's the case at all in any industry. But I think a lot of tech companies have just like rested on their laurels because they make a lot of money. We need to bring back competition.
I think they can just coast forever.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem with YouTube being the competition, though, is that they're a giant company. So
That's true.
it kind of sucks as competition because they could literally just take the loss for like a year on YouTube Music, like just straight up lose money on it until Spotify has to close because everybody's switching to YouTube Music and then jack up the price. And maybe that's what they're
Okay,
already
but I want to
doing.
be happy. I don't want to be sad.
Yeah.
If I wanted to turn on the gravity duper for like a little bit and then turn it right
Oh.
back off, is that okay?
You can, but you still well.
What
you
do
could
I?
turn it on, let it run for a bit while being in the overworld. Don't go to the end though, unless
Oh,
you
okay.
turn on the chunk loader.
Okay, I guess.
But you
I
can
just-
stand in the overworld, let it run for a bit, and then turn it off, and then go to the end.
And all
There'll
I have to
be
do
a
is
bunch of
flick that
items-
switch in the middle.
Yeah, and there will be a bunch of items that pile up on the hoppers because they all come through at once. Then once you go into the end.
Did you see there's new tech to make a keep inventory basic without keep inventory being on?
No.
So, if you store an ender pearl in a bubble column and it's in a loaded chunk, Hey Rain. If you store an ender pearl in a bubble column with a daylight sensor, then as soon as the day comes, it will shut. Oh, and one of those iron doors. When the door closes, it'll teleport you from any point on the overworld.
That's very old tech.
Yeah, but it got updated, so now it's infinite.
What do you mean infinite?
Like there's no limit to where you can go. You could go anywhere.
Yeah, because you can go through dimensions now too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Did you see that entities like arrows or stuff riding on other entities can go through portals now? And there's no wait time to go into the portal either. So if you ride a horse, you can just go straight through the portal with no wait time. You can also shoot an arrow and have it fly through multiple portals.
Yeah.
And come back to the overworld. You can also like send stuff on mine carts a lot easier through portals now. So like, remember all that fuckery we were doing?
Oh yeah, now you don't have to do it anymore.
We could have just sent it into a portal and moved them that way. Yeah, all the new stuff. I want to update, but I'm kind of waiting for mods to update.
I haven't used the shaders. I think I've used the shaders less than I've used them on the stream. I
don't use the shaders either.
Because they've been broken for so long, I just don't use them anymore.
Oh, they're not broken if you update them, but I just don't use them because they lag too much.
True, they do lag
when
too much.
Streaming. Like they're fine when I'm playing offline, but streaming with VTube Studio and everything open takes a lot. That's one thing that has me like, maybe I should just like buy a cheap used iPhone 10 or 11 because they're not that expensive, and then that moves all of the processing from like VTube Studio off to the iPhone.
And the camera's better than anything you have. No offense,
Yeah.
but like they built
not,
built Animoji for like a reason.
Yeah,
because like
I mean, it's not necessarily the camera; it's the IR sensors.
Oh, and where is the IR sensor?
Next to the camera.
In the camera.
Next to the camera.
Got him.
Next to the camera. It's not part of the camera technically. Actually.
Here we go. And you say I'm the big dumb nerd.
No, but yeah. I mean, my tracking's fine, and my model doesn't even have like. I couldn't do puff cheeks even if I had iPhone tracking because my model's not rigged for that. So I can't do puff cheeks. I can't do tongue out.
I gotta get a model and then I can do all that.
So it's not like I would gain anything tracking wise. I would just be unloading processing, and that's another thing. I was also thinking about just getting a cheap Intel Arc GPU for encoding and running VTube Studio, and that would be.
So you can have multiple GPUs in your one computer.
Yeah, I've done it before.
I've never done that. That sounds cool.
You can set certain programs.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I just have never done it. That's cool.
It's not very useful, but like if I got an Arc GPU, I could use AV1 encoding, not take up any processing time on my main GPU, and also unload VTube Studio onto it as well. And that would be functionally right now, because I don't have a model that can make use of an iPhone IR sensor. It'd be functionally the same as getting an iPhone, but cheaper, because you can buy an Intel Arc GPU for $100. And like even a used iPhone 11 is still like $200-300. Yeah,
but then it's an iPhone.
2 GPUs in their PC.
It's like then you'd have an extra iPhone laying around.
I don't want an extra iPhone.
Cringe.
Also, what do you mean extra iPhone? Would be my first iPhone.
Well, because you already have a phone.
But it wouldn't be an extra iPhone. I don't use an iPhone.
Well, technically.
Why would I use an iPhone?
Still can't believe you actually me when you exist.
What does that mean? Fucking nerd. No, technically I do have an iPhone. It's an iPhone 5. And it's not mine. I stole it from my mom. I'm like, hey, you're not using this. Can I steal it?
Yeah.
So I can use it for an IP camera, and then I don't use it for an IP camera.
We have so much goddamn black concrete. Oh my god.
I do have plans to use black concrete, so that wasn't a complete waste, but that was kind of a blunder.
So is there anything else you're hoping to see at RepRap? RepRap. Oh fuck! I forgot to make the RepRap just a week away joke. Damn it!
So I really hope Coco Press is there because the last 2 times I went, I was too shy to talk to her.
Now you have me.
Yeah.
They were at Full Sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. She was at Open Sauce, which is why I'm like, maybe they won't go. But a lot of their marketing is going to these smaller things, so maybe they will still.
I think I got to meet her. I don't really know. I don't know what
cool.
she looks like.
Yeah.
What?
Bro, you have no idea. I'm extremely introverted. I have like.
It's an excuse that Kirby uses.
It's not an excuse, dude.
I'll give you my pointers on how I get through it.
But
yeah, here we go.
It's a lot easier when I have other people there.
Here we go. He was about to pull the card. Well, you don't actually have issues. I have to be like, diagnosis right here, buddy.
Yeah, you got diagnosed with introvert. Kirby is like, no, basically.
Kirby's like, no, don't pull out your diagnosis of introverted.
I went to see my doctor and he said, I'm a bitch. Fuck. You right, though.
My diagnosis is put me in a room by myself.
Dude, that's ideal, honestly.
No. I mean, like, put me in a room by myself and then be like, okay, now be social. Be like, fuck no. There's got to be one person in that room that I know. Otherwise, no talk. No talk.
Oh, you mean like a room? I thought you meant like an empty room by yourself.
Oh, no. I mean, that would be pretty spooky, too.
I'd be okay with that.
Then the voices in my head would talk too loud.
Okay.
I was going for a like Sigma male kind of vibe, you know. Voices in my head are getting pretty loud. They keep telling me to do bad things. I'm dark and mysterious.
The Dark Knight was just the night for me.
The Dark Knight was just the night for me.
Try and VR chat, no one gives a shit. Yeah. Even at like off Kai. Dude, I had so much trouble talking to people. It sucks.
I can't believe you see. All you need to do is be like, "Hey Tim, I want to talk to blank," or you can look at me and you can be like, "Okay, well, I will legitimately help." So here's how like the Ace Gamer shit. This is how the finesse works. I'll let you know. So when I was at that conference in Egypt, I was with a bunch of other people, and they were like, "We want to talk to this like head of state, like for the U.S. government," and I was like, "Okay, awesome." And I just went up to them and I'm like, "Hey, my friend here has blah 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 as their credentials, and they really want to meet with you," and they're like, "Oh yeah," and I got their business card.
Yeah.
Just literally just point at a person, and be like, "I want to talk to them."
That's
Done.
I'm not even kidding. That's what I did with. There was
Sick
only
'em,
one
boys.
person that I went out of my way, and it was only because I had like an autism moment. Because he had posted. So this was before
Is this
the
ooze?
person I was making that Game Boy Advance opened it yet, and there was somebody who posted in a Discord custom VTuber themed Game Boys, and I'm like, holy shit! I made one of those and I sent it to that person, and they haven't opened it yet. I have to come find you and like fucking spew everything to you. So like if somebody can get like me like rambling about something I care about, then I'll ramble forever. But before that happens, I'm like, I can't talk to people. So I will legitimately point somebody out and be like, hey, can you introduce me to them?
It's like, all right, here we go. I just need you to stand there next to me, and then that's it.
Too, but I'm not diagnosed, so I don't want to say for sure.
Who cares? Most people self-diagnose anyway.
And that's the thing. Even if I go get diagnosed with autism,
What does it do?
What is that going to help me? Like ADHD, sure, I could take meds for it if I am. I don't know if I am.
Well, you know what they say, autism speaks.
True.
I'm kidding, don't.
Frank said that's ADHD for sure. I don't know, dude. I mean, the thing is, I have multiple siblings with ADHD, so
He has multiple different siblings.
I'm in a family of 10, and like three of them have taken like ADHD meds, and I'm pretty sure more of them have ADHD, so I would not be surprised if I also did.
We only talk about fun stuff on this channel.
This is fun, dude. I think it's fun.
I'm sweating my ass off right now. It is so hot in my room. So air doesn't flow when I close my door.
But you don't want to leave your door open because your parents will just come in.
Well, I don't want to wake them up right now. It's just, my mom's the only one home because of what I mentioned at the beginning of stream.
Yeah.
Normally that's why I don't schedule streams for late at night, because otherwise I'll cook alive. Even in the winter, it'll get up to like 80 in my room. Right now it's probably 80, maybe 90. No, not 90. That's probably cap. It's definitely 80 in here though.
It'll get that hot at night.
Yes, that too. But it's that right
Do you
now.
not have like a window in your room?
I do. Among Us. One person commented, "Hey, can you say Skibbity Toilet?" And I went, "Skibbity Toilet, Ohio, ban, Riz, Gyat." And they went, "Haha, you said it," and then left. I'm like,
yeah,
that wasn't that hard to say. Like,
You gotta see. Okay, you're not thinking of it as content. You gotta like bait them into staying for a while until you say it.
True. As soon as I played Pizza Tower, OMB stopped coming to my streams.
Exactly. That's the thing.
I'm too willing to just be like, all right, I'll do it.
Or just be like me and just don't stream, and then nobody comes to your streams anyways. So don't stream.
I want people to come to my stream, though.
Oh, I wanted to, because I don't think I officially said anything about that on my stream, because I haven't streamed in like 4 weeks. I want to start doing...
He's going to stream even less now.
No, the idea is to stream more. Because the thing is, so I don't really have to force myself to play Minecraft because I like Minecraft. But like other video games, I'm not really a gamer. There's so many games I haven't played and I just don't.
He's a fucking liar.
And like I can't sit down. I mean, I can't sit down and play a game for more than like an
Oh
hour.
my gosh. Speaking of the I'm not a gamer comment, yesterday I was on with Rain. No, don't finish. Fuck your chat. Fuck your chat, man.
But I was gonna say I do like I want to do like maker stuff because like I made that Game Boy that could make a cool stream. Doing like a custom Game Boy. I have a couple ideas for like projects and stuff I could do. So I want to try to focus on like more maker style stuff, doing some hand cams and stuff.
God, that would bug the shit out of me. I don't think I could do that.
What do you mean hand cams?
Mm-hmm. I hate setting up the camera because I like to like put on like a podcast or something and like just go like Like when I built the speaking of which, so I finally got finished editing the printer that prints in 2.85.
Yeah.
And so those videos will be coming out for the next month, I believe. There's 8 videos, and I post 2 a week, so that should be 4 weeks. So that should be a month. Yeah, the next month is going to be that. Then I'm going to do the RepRap video. Then I'm going to do the VTuber 3D models video. So yeah, I've got a lot of. I told you, Rain, all I got to do is get a model, and then I'm down. I really want like a DS PlayStation 1 era.
So
like
your model, and I'm not saying this to be mean, but your model is made up of enough simple enough parts. You could like throw together a model pretty easily that represents Ace Gamer.
Well, I don't take offense to it because that's specifically how Ace was designed, was to be easy to cosplay at conventions. So like I do not. That is part of the design.
So it would not be hard. Like obviously, yeah, a fully custom model would be really nice, but it would not be hard to like throw together some assets and make something that's pretty damn close.
True. He's truing right now. Black. I'm trying to get all the grays.
Rain said that she might make an Ace Con from. I don't know what Ace Con means, but I assume that means something model or VR chat related.
Maybe, I don't know. I am actually not familiar.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, his model's fairly simple. So I mean, even my model is just a guy with a suit and horns and weird looking eyes.
We could put you behind the desk.
There's nothing super special. Yeah, the legs is like the one special thing because I got goat legs, but I'm sure you could pull from like a furry model for that. But I'm not a furry.
Yeah.
Oh, like a small anime little one, super simple. Yeah. Wasn't there like a style of like 3D model that you thought was cool for a while?
Me?
You probably still think it's cool. Yeah. Like
yeah.
It was like low poly, but
I just said that I'm obsessed with those. I want one so bad. I want like a DS / like PlayStation 1 era, like 32-bit low poly model. I want one so bad. The one that I love the most is
Gwimbly from Smiling Friends Season 2 Episode 1.
Smiling Friends is the funniest show I have ever seen in my life. It is holy shit. So every episode is a banger. There's not a single bit that I can think of that wasn't funny. Like Smiling Friends Go to Brazil, funniest episode I've ever seen.
There's
it's so
like
funny.
Inside jokes that like a lot of people just don't get.
No, and the funniest part is like
the show without knowing the inside jokes, but it just
almost
makes it so
every single thing is a reference, but it's not like point and laugh type of reference. It's more like it's like an inside joke. Like I can tell you some of the really deep cuts. Like have you seen the episode where the Alan episode where he meets
every episode.
Okay. So in the Alan episode, there's that like not Yeti, but it's Bigfoot. There's the Bigfoot. Mm-hmm. That Bigfoot is voiced by Corey. And on Oni Plays, Corey made a joke about how he moans when he pees. In that episode, his character pees and moans.
Shit. I didn't realize that was a joke. I knew it was Corey, but I didn't know that was the
See,
joke.
that's what I'm saying.
So
Every
funny.
single thing is a reference. It's fucking wild.
Dude, even the small things, like when the show was just a pilot for a long time, and like Zach was talking,
it was so good.
They were still playing like Worms on stream. Oh, thanks for the bitty bits. But they were playing Worms, and somebody brought up like a comment like, if there's no worm in episode 2, I'm gonna be so pissed. So they put a worm in episode, like just a little worm in the animal cage in Mr. Frog's house. Like just silly, stupid shit.
There's so many, and my favorite running joke is that every character, like every episode, somebody will bring up some like really like minuscule comment, and it will only come back at the end of the episode. Like the Frowning Friends episode, in the first like little bit when they're in the office, he's like, "Did you know that the cavalrymen are coming into town? The Renaissance men are coming into town?" And they're like, "What do you mean the Renaissance men?"
I
And
don't
he's
know, I'm
like,
just reading it, man.
I don't know, I'm just reading it. And then later on, the Renaissance men come in and kill kill
Yeah, but
them.
there's a lot of stuff like they don't just bring up shit like that just because like everything has a purpose and then it just makes it so much better, all the bits and everything.
So Rain and Kirby, I posted in the makers chat 2 examples of what I'm talking about on Sketchfab. That's the kind of model I want to either commission or make myself. I don't know. I'm looking at how I would be able to do it.
Oh yeah, these were the ones that I was.
They're so fucking cute, man. I can't. I'm dying. I'm literally dying. Why, when you look up Hololive, do you not see my... Oh, there it is. There's my... No, wait, that's not my print. Where's my print? The fuck? Where are my models?
Rain cheered 100 bits and said that you're gay. I think you might be the only straight person here, though.
Me?
Yeah.
Shit, I guess. Yeah, probably. Oh, there's all my stuff. Wait, I just got an idea. Should I bring my Hololive like stuff that I've modeled?
Yeah, why not?
But it's not printable stuff.
So
True.
you could I mean it's just another talking point for like if maybe somebody's not interested in recreator stuff but they know what Hololive is, so they'll come over and talk.
Very true. Which one should I bring? Ame Clock?
All of it.
All of it.
Which
I'll
stuff
bring
are you
most
the most
of it.
proud of?
Ame Clock. Henya Cube.
I like the Ame clock because it uses multiple, even the Henya cube too. It uses like multiple, because you did the LED lights and stuff. The
Real
Ame
pieces.
Clock, you have the resin pour.
I want to do more stuff like that that's like really big. Actually, that's what I should do. I should try and print the fauna planter and bring it. No, it wouldn't be that great. Yeah, I saw the one day sometimes I'll just like look up Hololive and go in. Oh,
What do you mean go in?
my game just
What do you mean by this?
lagged so bad. I thought it crashed.
The server's having issues right now.
I think it's because I didn't do the chunk loader method, and I ran it for that whole time.
Yeah.
Oh no. That might have actually crashed the server.
Oh no, I feel it. I can feel it.
I think. Oh no, we're back. We're back. Holy shit! Look at this. Haha.
Look, Mom, I crashed the server.
It was 2 inventories full that were just stuck. Yeah, that's crazy ass. That's what happens when you don't use the chunk loader.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
That was really bad.
I thought you made it sound like you were gonna run it for like maybe like 3 minutes max and then go get the stuff. I didn't realize you were letting it run for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, because I was looking up all that stuff about when we started talking about Smiling Friends up until that when the server like almost crashed. That's how long it was running. Because I took that as an opportunity to just start talking about yapping about some random thing.
It's a. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the season finale is
Next week, I think.
Right?
Yeah, it's the last one.
But they did get renewed for a third season.
It's Pym Turns Green. I think that's the name of the episode.
Don't spoil it.
I don't know anything about it. How would I spoil it?
So, true. Fair warning, it takes me, because I watch it with a group of people, it takes me like a while to watch it, so don't like watch it and then immediately assume that I've seen it.
I still haven't seen the newest episode. The one with the eyes?
Yeah, I just watched the last episode, but that was like the soonest we've ever watched an episode. We watched the previous
How am I going to spoil it?
Like last week Wednesday.
How am I going to spoil it? We don't talk about it. This is the first time we've ever talked about it, and the show has existed for how many years?
If it does come up, just don't assume that I've seen like the latest episodes.
I don't know. I don't know how I would spoil Smiling Friends, but
True.
It's one of those where it has to be seen. Oh, another bit that I think is really fun. Oh, man, when Nostalgia Critic came up in that episode, I fucking soy-jacked and pointed at the screen. I was like, there's a Nostalgia Critic! or the mannequin from those old early internet videos.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And what's even funnier is that was brought up on Oni Plays. Like they had an episode where they just watched like internet videos on YouTube, and they watched that video on Oni Plays. Literally, all goes back to that. Oh, the whole like egg homunculus video is not just a YouTube reference; it's also an Oni Plays reference because they brought it up on Oni Plays.
Yeah.
And like him smashing it with a Bible is literally what happened in the video. Like in the video, this guy is pretending to make it's called like Russian homunculus.
Yeah.
The guy is like he has like a worm like come out of the egg, and then he smashes it with a Bible, and it's like makes all this like green goo and shit. The president one where like they have the president that like is really awful. The whole joke behind that episode was it was like, what if Chris Chan was president? That was the whole joke behind that one. What are some other like deep cuts? I don't know. I'm not really good at the I don't know much about the Newgrounds jokes because I wasn't on Newgrounds ever. I've always been on YouTube.
There's a Homestuck reference in the latest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on like one of the walls in the background, there was a pretty clear reference. But I've never read Homestuck. So
are you ready for this? Is probably one of my favorite like deep cut references. So in the episode with, I hope you don't know this. I hope I blow your mind with this reference. So the episode where the boss gets that demon wife, it's one of the newer ones. You know the song that he sings at the end of the episode?
No.
He's like, I'm so happy that I'm with my friends. I get to spend so much time with them. At the end of the episode?
Yeah.
That is a reference to Ted Cruz's wife in 2014 on the campaign trail. She sang that song.
No way.
I
That's so good.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna find
find the video.
Yeah, I will.
To the friend group that I watch it with.
Yeah, no, here it is. Because Mike and I were looking at it because I was like, did you know this?
Good.
Yeah, no. Carly Fiorina sang it at a Ted Cruz rally in 2016. I'm so glad you didn't know that. That is so funny. I have a friend that you could commission a low poly Ace model better than I ever could. Okay. We could talk more at RepRap about it.
I mean, Ace is rich, so he can commission.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm broke as fuck.
Ace is a college student, so he can't commission anybody.
Real true. I'll give you exposure. I'm kidding. As a joke. Now I just want to like go through and be like those channels that like here's all the references you missed in Smiling Friends. But I feel like it's funnier when I do it because we're just two friends talking. I'm not making a video out of it and being cringe. The helium fact from that episode is real. That one's like that's not a joke. It was a fact that he learned about on Oni Plays, but it is a real fact. Helium is diffusing through our atmosphere and we're losing helium, which actually what?
I said yeah, I knew that.
Oh, okay. That's
I
why
didn't know that was brought up in Oni Plays, but I did know that fact.
Yeah. A lot of people or scientists believe one of the ways that we could combat this is with nuclear, because one of the byproducts of nuclear power generation is helium generation. Bet you didn't know that.
Too bad there's a huge stigma around nuclear powers. So.
Oh yeah, we need more nuclear in the country. But there was in the Inflation Reduction Act, there was specific money set aside for developing nuclear infrastructure. So there's a chance that we might see some development in that area.
Yeah, it's one of those things where people like don't realize how clean nuclear is. I mean, obviously, a meltdown would be bad, but like functionally, meltdowns are basically impossible now.
Well, I mean, an accident is always possible, but I would argue that
for like a full
meltdown, I would argue, look at the amount of accidents we've had in the nuclear industry compared to the amount of accidents we've had in the oil and gas industry, and it's just not a competition at all.
Those just get suppressed because
we see them as a less of a deal because of money from the oil and gas industry.
But yeah, I mean, you even just like the amount of like nuclear material released into the atmosphere is far greater from a coal plant than it is from a nuclear plant.
Yeah. Oh god, when
like,
people start talking clean coal, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, coal's not clean.
No. I remember my boss got in a yelly screamy match with me. He said that like climate change is just a buzzword thing. He's like, why do we not talk about acid rain anymore? And it's like because we largely solved the issue. He's like, oh yeah, where's your sources? And I'm like, here's my sources. And he's like, well, did you also did you notice this? Somebody pointed this out, but whenever you're debating somebody who's like that, it's always the burden of proof is always on you. It's never on them.
Yeah, no,
like
it's like
whenever you're debating somebody like that, their evidence is always just, well, people have said it or whatever. But anytime you say something, they're like, well, where's your source?
Yeah,
they call that the burden of proof.
It's kind of like trying to argue with somebody who believes in flat Earth.
Yeah,
you can disprove like one of their main pillars.
Yeah,
but they'll still make something up or say.
No, they'll be like, oh, well, the science isn't real or something like that. Yeah. Speaking of which, the Smiling Friends, where the Earth is flat. At the end of the episode, the alien episode.
What's up? Yeah, that was funny.
Dude, this is just an LED I bought off Alibaba.
The end of that episode is like so good for like green screening out and putting other stuff in.
Holy
like we
crap,
can't tell anyone about this. You just have like something weird playing. It's really funny.
Gosh. Oh, you know what I have been quoting since I saw the episode with Mike? The egg homunculus video where he's talking to Pim at the construction site and he goes, I ought to knock your block off, you little freak. His line delivery is fucking perfect. Yeah. It's so funny. I ought to knock your block off, you little freak. Or the fact that whenever the brother starts fighting the other brother, they both shift animation styles to be in that like traced animation style. It's so funny. That guy made a video about how he makes his videos. It is really cool. Like that right there is the best case that I've ever seen for like generative AI as like a genuine art form. is so what he does, for anybody that doesn't know, is he'll do the skit in live action and film himself, and then he'll input the like video into, I think, Photoshop, and he'll go and he'll draw over it with like with like pen, but like in like on the screen, not like a real pen. And then he'll have like generative AI fill in the next 10 frames, and then he'll just repeat that for the whole video. So that's why it gets that like sort of like weird like look to it, is because it's like a generative AI kind of thing. It's such a good like.
Okay.
You're gonna say You're gonna say technically it's not generative AI. It's interpretive.
Yeah,
interpretive.
No,
AI.
it's not interpretive either.
What do you mean?
Tell Ace about 177013. He said you'll know.
Lego.
You may know.
Lego piece.
Oh, is that the Lego piece?
What was the number again?
1770.
1. Wait. 177.
Apparently, no, it's not a Lego piece. So,
penis.
I was gonna explain the Joel Haver thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's technically using video compression in a very clever way.
Oh, is it 177013? Is that the number that?
Yeah.
Okay. You get the reference, you just don't get the number. I guarantee. I'm gonna mute on my stream. Hold on.
I don't know what that means.
Never mind. I guess you don't get it. You would get it if you saw the picture, but I'm not going to show you the picture. It's that one. It's that one. Never mind.
You can tell me later. He said, she said, LMAO, no, that it's way worse, apparently.
It's literally
show
not.
us after stream, Rain. I was explaining the Joel Haver thing, though.
Okay.
But basically, the way video compression works is every so often there's keyframes, and then the next bunch of frames isn't a whole set of pixels per frame. It's just where those pixels from the previous keyframe move to. So basically, he's taking all the keyframes and replacing them with a drawn picture.
Yeah.
And then the math for the compression, which is just moving the keyframes around,
yeah,
is moving his drawn pictures. So it's not technically not anything really AI related.
Oh. My understanding was that it was
cool,
like predictive.
Clever...
But
no,
my bad.
well, I mean kind of, but it's not based on a
Yeah, no, I know AI is like a buzzword. I meant it like
yeah,
it's I thought it was cuz like he did it before like generative AI was huge.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a special like I thought it was like those interpolation things. I cuz I watched that video, I thought it was interpolation. I thought that was the whole point, is why it like smears at weird angles.
I still don't know what this is.
Bro, I'm trying to stream and you keep sending me porn? That's gross. Did she DM it to you?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm glad she's not watching my stream.
I'm an idiot.
You know it, right?
Huh?
You knew it, right?
No.
You'd never seen that before?
Never seen what?
She sent it to you, right?
Yeah.
So you hadn't seen it before?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Should I be worried?
It was like a meme. It's like what's his name? Oh my gosh. God damn it. My brain is completely going. Nikocado avocado. It's like Nikocado posting.
Apparently it got taken down.
No way.
177013 got taken down. It's so fucked.
Ugh. This music's really sad. I don't want to listen to it.
I don't want to work on Walmart anymore. I pretty much finished the front facade, other than like the lights above it.
I'm coming with like a ton of light gray concrete so that I can make the interior. I keep seeing these videos of people like going up to others in VR chat and being like, "Don't clone my model, that's theft." And, like getting hella mad.
I thought is there a way to like turn that off though?
Well, you can.
model?
So I mean, Rain's probably gonna correct me, but from what I heard, you can turn it off, but there's mods to get around it.
Oh,
And so
okay. I
scummy
guess that
people
makes
just
sense, 'cause,
skip past
I mean,
it.
yeah, the model needs to be sent to your computer somehow. It's like an
You can't
NFT
clone anymore. Oh, okay. Man, that sucks.
Because I know a lot of VTubers were really worried about that. Because I mean, obviously VTubers spend a lot of money on
Yeah.
3D models and stuff. So some of them, I know, like Shy Lily was very vocal about this. How she doesn't join public worlds because she doesn't want people
The clone
cloning
her
her
model.
model, which is fair because she spent like tens of thousands
There are-
of dollars. on
Rain
that.
says there's no mods anymore that she knows of.
Okay. Which
Rips
is
are still
probably
a
a good
thing.
thing.
I don't know what rips are, but I don't think that stealing is funny. I just find people freaking out on the internet funny, so
That's fair, yeah.
like in the video the person had like a Sonic character avatar, but like their own custom Sonic like
Like a Sonic
character.
OC.
Sonic OC, that's the word I was looking for. And somebody duped it, and they were like, and then this other person came over and was like, "Hey man, that's not cool. Don't dupe her model." Which that
It's like
was
people
really funny.
Right-clicking NFTs, but those people who believe NFTs are worth something deserve to get their art, quote-unquote, art right-clicked.
I'm on a do not rip list, so my AVI can't be ripped and reused. Yeah, I know literally nothing about it. I just read in the comments that the person was using a special mod that went above VR chats, like embedded do not clone code, and it was like malicious. Bruh. What is this bruh in
Don't clone
reference
this,
to?
changes model to it.
Yeah, the mods
cock and
don't work
balls.
anymore due to EAC. When did that get implemented?
Oh no, VR chat uses easy anti-cheat. Oh no.
So does Fortnite.
I know, but that's like the main reason I don't play Fortnite.
Why? What's wrong with easy
I
anti-cheat?
think kernel level anti-cheats are a security issue just waiting to happen.
Awesome. Can't wait. What does
It's happened
Valorant? What does
before.
Valorant use?
They use their own in-house
Malware.
thing, I think. Maybe they use easy anti-cheat, but it's also kernel level.
I hope not, because it's malware.
I can't think. Okay, so Counter-Strike has always had a client and server-side anti-cheat that's not kernel level. But so
it's the same thing with
third-party clients like ESEA have always like touted themselves on being like, hey, we have a kernel level anti-cheat, so we have less cheaters. First off, they had just as many cheaters as normal Counter-Strike. Second off, ESEA specifically, somebody injected malicious code before they left the company and turned everybody that used ESEA into a Bitcoin miner. So, like, that happened there. It can happen anywhere. And, like, if somebody finds a day zero exploit on Easy Anti-Cheat, it's got kernel level access. That's really, really, really bad.
Rip. Can't wait for Epic Games to pay my bills when they fuck up my computer.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I should be less picky about it because I don't really have anything that's like super sensitive on my computer.
I don't have government documents.
But it's just something that worries me a lot.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it'd be really scary.
Yeah, I don't think enough people are worried about it, and that's the problem.
There's so much shit that is out of my hands. I just stopped worrying about it a while ago. Like all this stuff with Microsoft, like they're going to steal your data now. It's like I can't stop it, so what am I supposed to do?
I mean, switch to Linux, but then you're on Linux.
Yeah, then you're on Linux.
And then you have to deal with the.
At that point, at that point, is my data really worth it?
When, and I say when because they're going to do this, when Microsoft lightens the requirements for Windows 11 to make it so that you don't need a TPM module or whatever it's called.
I don't know what that is.
The special encryption chip. And my computer upgrades to Windows 11, I am gonna switch to Linux and just cold turkey switch. I don't use anything that's Windows specific anymore, so I could fairly easily switch and it not affect me that much.
That's what you say, but
I know that's what I say right now, but we'll see. And now that I've done more with like Clipper and stuff, I've been using Linux more through like terminals and stuff. So I'm more comfortable with command line now. So I think I'd be able to switch now a lot easier. I think before it was because I did a lot of stuff where I'm just interacting with the UI, I was very scared of like doing anything on the terminal. But now I'm a lot more comfortable doing that kind of stuff, so I think making the switch would be a lot easier.
Hey, I don't think that beacon's working.
No, it's not.
What does it need?
It needs clear skies, and I built above it. Hang on, I'm clearing.
We're chilling now.
Cooking with gas.
Easy anti-cheat only runs on startup and can be closed after it starts. That's what Rain said.
Yeah.
I don't understand enough about that, so.
Cooking with pies.
I'm guessing it scans your computer for cheating software. But what is it considered cheating software? What if I download mods? Is that gonna fucking brick my Fortnite
Depends on what the mods
account?
are, or if it's allowed.
Jiggle skin.
Oh, Rain said cooking with like PIS, and I thought he meant like Raspberry Pis, and then he corrected it to piss, and now I'm upset that she did that.
I don't know why you're shocked. She keeps commenting
Why would
Among
you do
Us in
that?
my chat.
Why would you do that, Rain?
Can't wait for my Jiggle skin mod for VR chat to blow my computer up. Wait, you can't modify the what, Rain? You can't modify the what?
Where do you have the like gray concrete?
in my hand. I think I've
Is that all you have?
I
I
think
didn't know if you
maybe
like stored a bunch somewhere.
game. No way. You said VR chat's not a game though yesterday. It's funny how you swap your terms as soon as it matters for you. Yesterday we had a talk, and like you said, "Oh, I'm not a gamer," and Rain said, "Oh, I'm really not a gamer. I don't play very many games." And I said, "You play VR chat like religiously," and Rain was like, "Ah, well, it's not really a game. It's more of an application because it's on the meta store. It's not really on the." It's not as much like on Steam and stuff like that. And I was like, but it is on Steam. And she's like, ah, well, I play it on Meta, so it's not really like a Steam game. Y'all are fucking snakes.
I'd argue playing.
Ah, here we go.
Even if you classify it as a game, playing 1 or 2 games religiously does not make you a gamer. If your mom plays Bejeweled all day long, does that
you
make her a
did say
gamer?
that. Sorry if you forgot, but that's literally what you said yesterday.
Is your mom a gamer for playing Bejeweled
Yes.
for 10 hours a day?
Yes. See, because here's the thing. Hold up, I'm joining VC. No, we're not in VC. Got him.
Yeah, we're directly communicating.
I'm wired
phone
in. I actually just close my eyes, go connect. I connect over the airwaves directly to Kirby's mind, and then I astral project it onto my computer so that you guys can hear it.
Directly.
That's why when he keeps saying DAC,
lobe.
it's not a direct audio capture. It's actually direct airway direct ace
ace connection. My connection directly to Ace Gamer has expired because I didn't pay the monthly fee.
Real. You need to subscribe to Ace Gamer Plus to get that. Alright, why is it playing this boss battle music right now?
Are you not boss battling?
No, I'm inserting the floor.
Oh, we never actually moved the... Or wait, isn't the obsidian like over here? I kind of want to start building the obelisk. I have an idea of the shape that I want to make it.
Okay. I mean, I kind of was hoping that we'd at least get this somewhat finished before we start a new one.
It basically, I mean,
well,
it's as finished as I want.
You're gonna give up halfway
through it's
it?
as finished as I have planned in my head, and that's the problem. Is
what about the windows? What about the like? It doesn't even have walls. It's just one.
That's all I had planned in my head for now, dude.
So now you're gonna plan in your head an obelisk, bruh.
Yes. I already have the obelisk planned in my head. I can't plan and build at the same time.
So you can't put walls on this building.
No, because I don't know how the walls are going to be shaped and look. I've been just running around for the past like 20 minutes because I don't know what to do with the Walmart right now.
What about the windows?
I don't know how I want the windows to be yet.
What did you think about that?
Because and once I think of the windows, it'll take me like 2 seconds to do the windows, and then I gotta think of the next thing.
Alright, so then do it that way.
To like looking at it and be like,
So then do that. Instead of telling me, why don't you do that?
You don't understand. Our brains don't work the same.
You want to talk about tiring?
You don't understand. Our brains don't work the same.
Yeah, yours apparently doesn't work at all.
Exactly. That's my point. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Why is that like something to brag about? My brain doesn't work, guys.
I'm saying it's a
Guys,
problem.
guess what? My brain doesn't work.
We've been friends for how long, and you don't understand that my brain is all fucked up and weird?
I understand it. Doesn't mean I'm not going to stop bitching about it. I always said if you put up with something in a realistic fashion, you deserve the right to bitch about it.
Fair. This is real and true.
Yeah, no, I'm always working to help you to fix it.
I don't think it's something that needs to be fixed. You just think and plan differently than most people.
No, I like how my brain is broken. This is like, you remind me of
I wouldn't call it broken.
My one barber. You just did.
Well, yeah, as a joke. But I wouldn't legitimately actually call it broken.
I wouldn't legitimately sit here and call you broken either.
I just plan and
like,
do stuff differently than the quote-unquote normal person.
You better have a low taper fade when I see you.
Oh,
God. And you call me old. Yo, caught in 4K.
Millennial coded joke.
Caught in 4K. Fucking rain dragging the meme. Caught in 4K. Rain dragging the meme.
Full HD 1080p.
You call me old and you're over here dragging the meme? Damn. I need light gray. Or gray, not light gray. Wait, why am I not collecting all that dirt? I don't have a full inventory. You could, if you really wanted like something to do. The concrete needs turning, like you need to turn it into...
I've already started building. But I can come do that in a bit. I'm just kind of outlining what I want over here.
Remember when I was lecturing, I told the kids that I was on the esports team in high school, college, not high school.
College had an esports team?
Yeah. We told you about that. That's the one that Mike joined and got kicked out of.
Yeah.
Other Mike, not the Mike that you guys are used to. The booger in the room.
Kicked out of the Discord, right?
Yeah. Because he never went to our college.
I think I joined the Discord at one point as a joke.
Yeah.
I left before I got kicked out. Rain says tell you D's.
Nuts. 2016 be like, that's a funny joke.
2016, the year of our Lord Harambe. May he forever be missed.
Oh God. That meme was my OBS died. Hold on. We're back. What the fuck?
Harambe's gone. The whole world has gone to shit.
I'm back, guys. Don't worry.
2016 was the height of humanity, and it's all been downhill since there.
Remember when H3H3 made a video and it was Harambe? He kept calling it Harambe.
Sucked dick. Never mind.
He kept calling it Harambe.
I forgot H3H3 was a relevant thing in 2016.
Irrelevant, period.
Where? What do you mean where?
Low taper fade. My barber used to fade my hair.
That reminds me, I really need a haircut, and I don't think I'm gonna get one before RepRap.
I'm purposefully growing my hair out so you can't be like, balding, male pattern baldness.
I mean, I wouldn't make fun of that.
I don't have balding, but I wanted to make sure that you couldn't say that.
Okay, but I still wouldn't make fun of that.
I would. I can't wait to be like,
It's
ha.
not something you can control, so.
No, it's not.
Like, you can make fun of me for being tubby because it is something I can control. I just don't give a shit about. But
Okay,
if
good.
you make fun of me for being 6'5", I'll beat the shit out of you.
Be like fat and bald. Falding. Instead of malding, it's falding. You're getting fat and bald.
Oh
Falding.
yeah, I'm like 6 foot. I tell people I'm 6'2", but everybody I talk to, they're like, "You 6 foot like 4 or 5."
What are you, 6 falding?
Dude, I'll never get over this because, okay, so I knew Uwu's lab was tall, right? I knew he was like 6'4", 6'5". For some reason, he thought I was like, he literally said he thought I was a short twink. I'm like, bro.
How Rain describes me.
5'11's not short, though. That's still, I mean, that's still above average for men, I think.
Average for men is 5'6".
Is what? Nah, it's average for an American man. Is
Are
like
you gonna
5'10".
question whether or not I know what the average height is?
Wish you were 5'6". Yeah, I was gonna say you don't want to be average. You want to be on one of the extremes because that's what people remember that, right?
Yeah. Well, welcome to my life.
The
I
average
am
human
not
being.
average height.
Rain wants to be short.
No, you don't.
Coming from somebody who's short, no, you don't.
No, you don't. I have experience. That's one of those that really sucks because people will mock your height, but it's something you can't change. Like, I don't like it, but if people made fun of me and were like, "Oh, fat ass," I'd be like, "Okay, that's something I can change with my life. It's not easy, but I can change it. But height isn't something that you can change." So,
Yeah,
it's kind of
get high heels.
just sucks.
Tempting, dude. Imagine if I walked around with like 10-inch platformers, dude. Fucking 7
Yo,
feet
Kirby
tall.
walking around with a 10-incher? Damn.
Yeah, well, I mean, that
Can you
happens all the
imagine?
time, but
Oh.
specifically under my feet.
Yeah, 10 inches under your feet. I'd have to lose like 2 inches for that to be possible, but yeah, then I could walk around with a 10-incher.
2 inches, but that's like the whole length.
Was I gonna fill this in? Oh, I was. There's the cobblestone. Huh, what's a good one? How deep does this thing go?
Oh, I can get pretty deep. I'm a philosophy major.
It reminds me of when there was that meme that. How familiar are you with the Angry Video Game Nerd? Not at all?
Not very, no.
Oh my god. I swear, you actually just like stare at a blank fucking wall until I DM you. Alright, dude, we gotta go.
You're not even wrong.
Stream. I'm like, hey, do you do this thing? And you're like, no, I'm too busy with my life staring at a wall.
Yeah.
Even though you somehow managed to
I
constantly
pretty
send me Twitter posts.
Yeah.
So busy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch 20-year-old videos because I'm bored.
He still posts.
Fuck
Anyway.
no, I'm gonna watch fucking Ethos Lab.
Anyway, Angry Video Game Nerd. There's this like joke about the size of the other guy, not James Rolfe, the other guy. His you know what? And there was one time where he posted a picture with a ruler next to it. And it was really funny because he posted it on the official Angry Video Game Nerd account.
Oh, so it's like actually canon.
Yeah, it is. But some people did reverse image searches on it and found out that it wasn't real. So like it was probably just like a joke. But they deleted it, so it's like now it's not funny. But also it was just like someone's, you know what? Like uncensored, so it's like
Oh, I thought you just meant like never mind. That's kind of funny.
It was very funny, but also like not super professional to post on the work account. I can't wait to see Angry Video Game Nerd next week.
Yeah, he'll be at RepRap.
He'll be at RepRap. No, I'm going to Too Many Games with Mike next week.
Ah.
RepRap is this week, dude. It's in like 3 days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and reprint that thing that the twist cap. We'll see how it goes. I have an idea of how I might be able to print it overnight. I don't know if it'll work though. It sucks because it was working up until it clogged and then it... And I know the solution is to get one of those smart probes that can tell when it's clogging, but it's just like...
It's still, I mean, that doesn't solve the clogging issue. That just tells you when it happens.
Well, that would have saved this print, so I could have gone downstairs, fixed it, and then kept printing.
Yeah, I
with
guess,
it.
yeah.
Another solution
They're
is
not
to
that
like...
expensive.
I know, but I don't know where to get them. And then I have to wait
Micro
on
Center
it.
sells them. They sell
No,
the
they
Big Tree
don't.
Tech one.
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
they do.
No, they don't. Go on their website,
Hang
try and find it.
Or just buy it online. What's your problem with like buying stuff online?
I don't trust it. You never know where your stuff on Amazon comes from.
I mean, that's fair, but you can buy stuff directly from Big Tree Tech's website.
And pay shipping.
Big Tree Tech 3D printer, smart filament sensor, break detection module, 1.75 millimeter filament detector sensor.
Fantastic.
$10
Micro Center?
At Micro Center.
Look at
In store.
in store only. Yeah, there you go. There's your key.
So you can buy it in store.
They don't have it at mine. I've looked at every Micro Center like near me, and they don't have it. I would have bought it like a long time ago. See, the problem is then I'd have a useless filament runout sensor.
So
that's like $12 wasted right there. Boom. Yeah. Shit.
Save it for a different printer. If they have one when we go, I'm buying one, and I think you should buy one too.
Hopefully they have two. How many does it say they have in stock? Because mine it says
two in stock.
It said they had two in stock, but they never ever had them in stock because Micro Center has plus or minus tolerance of 2 items basically.
Oh, so maybe they don't.
Yeah.
I am tempted to just buy one though.
You're always like, no, Ace, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I think.
And then when I'm right, you're like, I never said that.
It's also the old version of it, so maybe they just haven't got the new ones in yet. You just haven't been looking long enough.
I've been looking for months. I was gonna originally buy that one instead of the Creality one. So whenever my video came out that I installed one, it was months before that. I could go back and get you a timeline if you want. Got the receipts. But also, I'm gonna button up the rest of this, and then I'm probably gonna end stream for today because it's late.
Okay, so yeah, that's fair.
So what?
Yeah, I'll switch to my chatting screen.
Oh, I've still got like 5 minutes or so.
I don't want to play Minecraft anymore.
I'm like, hey, time to get off, and you're like, yes, please. I hate streaming. I
Yes,
also hate my fans
please.
too. Anyone that's a fan of me, I hate them. That's what Kirby says. I don't know why he
No,
says
I'm
that,
just
but
I'm looking up stuff right now, so I'm kind of so if you buy the runout sensor on Amazon, it's $23. If you buy it on BQ's website, it is $16 with free shipping. Oh no, free shipping on 49 plus. But shipping is gonna make it about the same price as on Amazon.
yo, no way. I don't trust him.
You don't trust Big Tree Tech?
No.
Why?
You have to do all this extra, all this extra stuff that they don't tell you to get their products to work. Like I had to buy a special cord to get my screen to work with their board.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of fair.
And the firmware didn't work until like 3 months into its life cycle. Actually, that's a lie. I bought it a year ago. And just now I found firmware that works for it.
Okay, so I have an idea. So the filament runout sensor, I don't know if you know how it works in the K1.
Yeah.
It's not directly a micro switch like a lot of the cheaper ones are.
Mm-hmm.
It actually has like a light sensor, and then when you push the filament through it, it moves a little arm into the way of the light sensor. It wouldn't be, because if you look at how, here, let me copy this image. I'm putting it in maker content. So the way that the Big Tree Tech one works is it's spinning that encoder wheel, and then the light sensor is detecting every time it changes.
Yeah, I
So
know.
as long as it keeps changing, it knows it keeps running.
Yeah, and that's how the Creality one
I'm
was.
just
I watched. Don't worry, I watched chat.
No. The Creality one doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it does.
Nope, it's just
Yeah,
a
it
lever
does.
that goes in the way of the light. So
Yeah.
the Creality one just detects if it's there or not. It doesn't detect if it's continuously moving.
For real.
But I'm just saying you could redesign the Creality one, like pull out the electronics from it, print some new stuff, and make it like this one potentially,
Oh, okay.
where it's detecting the rotation. But then you would have to do a bunch of firmware fuckery. The thing with the Big Tree Tech one is it's doing all the calculations on the board itself. So you just plug it in and it acts like a normal filament runout sensor.
I don't know. That's what you said with the micro probe, and the micro probe doesn't work. So
That's what yeah.
that's why I don't like their stuff. They tell you it's drop-in, and then it's not.
And then it's not, yeah. Although maybe that was me telling you it was drop-in, not.
I don't know.
I
That's
didn't
what it
actually
said
read any of
online.
that
Like if you go to
information.
AliExpress right now, it still says that the micro probe is a drop-in
Does
replacement.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Yeah. What they mean is drop-in replacement if you know how to code.
And that doesn't make it a drop-in.
Yeah,
I guess
that's what I'm
physically
saying.
it's a drop-in replacement, but
Yeah.
firmware-wise it's not. But I would argue that makes it not a drop-in replacement.
What the Sigma?
Um,
Have you seen the picture of Omni-Man where it's like, I think I miss my wife? Have you seen that picture?
no,
Fuck. All right, I'll.
that sounds funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I have an image that's edited of that. Hold
I
on.
have the SV08 page open. I want to talk about that just a little bit longer.
Okay.
Let's
I'll
see if
DM.
that image.
I'll DM you this meme of Omni-Man. I think I need some weed or some head or some shit. I don't know, for real. Anyway, somebody edited it to say, "Man, I miss my unemployment for real." All right, where's the one that I have? Oh, God damn it! I'm gonna have to go through my photos and then DM it to Kirby. Annoying. Oh, please tell me I didn't delete it. Oh, I deleted it. I
Okay,
think.
well, while you look for that,
No, I deleted it. It's okay.
so I'm looking at the SV08 website. I thought that Teaching Tech buying a bunch of their hot ends or the actual tool heads was weird.
Yeah. He got them for free.
Well, he got them for free, obviously, yeah. But looking at the price of them, $73 for the whole hot end plus extruder plus CAN bus board. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Alright,
I know.
See you later, Rain. Thanks for stopping by.
Wish
yeah,
she was
70
watching
70
my stream.
$73 is not bad for the whole setup. So I think if Teaching Tech does get his setup working, I think I'm going to do the same thing and just buy a bunch of the...
Well, you can print
the
his
Soul
pieces too, so that you can add all the
Exactly.
stuff that he added.
Well, I was thinking of just doing it because it's gonna be based off of the tap changers, so it's gonna be modular anyways. So I could swap the tool heads out for dragon burners, but dragon burners are significantly more expensive when all put together.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking $50 just for the hot end, and then the extruder is another 25, and then all the fans, the CAN bus board. You're talking over $100 for the whole setup. So I'm saving like $25 per hot end if I just buy it from Solville.
Yeah. I think I missed my unemployment. Holy shit, there's so much stuff coming out of HoloLive. New gen announced.
Honestly, if the Solville hot end is good, it'd be cool to like use this on other printers too. I heard the part cooling isn't particularly great though, so I don't know.
Damn. I'm hoping... I'm going to tweet about my Doki merch. I'm hoping Doki gets back to me. I got mine in an unmarked package. They weren't even in, like, a bag. They were just loose in the bottom of it. I thought I was getting anthrax. In the mail.
How most stickers ship. That's how mine ship.
I...
It wasn't. I mean,
we
it
got them
wasn't
from the
convenient,
same
but
place. Of course they ship the same
yeah,
way.
But that's how stickers ship, man. I don't know what to tell you.
No, but she didn't even put them in a bag or anything. I was like, what?
That's usually how stickers ship.
Okay, but
Just, you know.
that's a bad system. If I hit you in the kneecaps with a
okay.
metal baseball bat every day for
Did-
5 years, are you going to go, oh, well, that's just how he wakes me up every morning?
Did your stickers show up wrecked?
No,
Then why are you complaining?
because they could have easily. One of
I
the
don't think so.
one of the
I don't
corners
think-
is
I
a
think
little bit. One of the corners is a little bit folded. If I'm
Is
being
it?
perfectly honest.
Mine showed up perfect, so.
Well,
Actually,
you can
mine
still
are
walk
good.
because eventually you're getting like strong and you're overcoming the baseball bat. So I should still bash you in the knee.
I don't know.
every day when
time
you
I've
wake
gotten
up.
Stickers, they've just come loose in a package. Like
That's
that, so
awful. You
I
should
don't
put them
know.
in a bag.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
What if they were to like drop the package in like water, or like what if it rained? Then it
The
rains
stickers are
directly
waterproof.
onto them.
The stickers themselves are waterproof.
Oh my god! Why are you?
I think you're putting too
You
much.
make every excuse under the sun for everybody except for me.
Okay, I'm just saying you paid like $10 for the shippers, for the stickers,
No, I paid 10 for the stickers and then also paid for shipping.
which was like $5 from.
I'd have to check my bank statement. I don't remember.
Yeah, they probably could have thrown it in like a bag for that.
Like all I'm saying is like literally a Ziploc bag. Like not even when I got my stuff from Josh, he was able to put my stuff in a bag.
Yeah, but getting it from an individual versus getting it from a company who's.
Oh
shipping
my
thousands of
god
things
in
out.
heaven. What company are you talking about?
These didn't come directly from Doki. She went through a third party. That's why they took so long to ship.
Okay, and then if it's going through a third party, they should have put it in a bag. The hell?
But they probably ship stickers like this all the time and have never really
Okay,
had
well then they
issues.
do
Or
it
if they
wrong
have
and
issues-
bad.
The thing is, if they do have issues, they probably figure it's cheaper to not include a bag in every single package than it is to just replace the stickers of the people that have issues. It all comes down to an economics thing, is my guess. I bet you if the one that's slightly bent, if you reached out and was like, hey, I got a sticker and it's kind of slightly bent, they would just send you another one without question. And they figured it's cheaper to do it that way than to include a little baggie for every single order.
Yeah, that's a
my
bad
guess.
system.
And all about economics.
Okay, and it's a bad system. I don't care. Me when I can't defend billion-dollar company.
It's probably not a billion-dollar company. My Minecraft's closed. I can't even see it.
Me when I can't defend somebody doing bad stuff?
I wouldn't call it bad. I just think maybe it's not the best shipping practice, but
It's not the best.
Inherently wrong with it.
Yeah, there is something inherently. If your shit had come and been like bent or something, you would have complained.
Upset. But neither of us.
Because you got lucky. Okay, it's all right to do something
I don't think
bad.
it's a luck thing. The package was fairly stiff.
All right,
too.
so
It was
every
like a-
time
it's like
I fly in a
solid- it wasn't
plane,
like-
I
but it
don't
wasn't like
get
an
a seat
envelope.
belt, which doesn't
comparing-
matter because I don't use the seat belt when I fly. But what if you
You're
were in a
comparing
what if you were in a
your
plane
life
accident?
to $10 stickers.
Whatever wins me the argument. I don't give a shit.
Okay, but like, but like the cardboard, because it wasn't just like an envelope. It was like a cardboard.
No, it was an envelope.
Yours was.
Yeah, you can call it whatever material you want to call it. It's an envelope.
But it was like it was thicker than like a normal paper envelope, though. Like you had like a rip tab.
Yeah, it's made out of cardboard.
I
Me when the cardboard is. Look at that print right there. When my tweet comes out, feel free to tweet to reply to the tweet and be like, "Don't worry, Doki, I support you."
don't worry, Doki.
She's not gonna fuck you, bro.
I'm not defending Doki. I'm defending the company made it.
Oh God, I would have accepted it if you were defending her, but you're like, no, leave the company alone.
Leave the company alone. They didn't do anything wrong.
Leave the company alone, sir. They deserve to make profits.
My music ended a while ago.
Your attention span ended as soon as I won the
No,
argument. I see how it
need-
is.
I have a bunch of Etsy orders. I have to finish before I leave for RepRap. So I need to go work on it.
All right.
I'm not even kidding.
I actually thought you were kidding.
No, like these are all because I'm gonna be gone for a couple of days. These all need to get done like today so that I can ship them tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about it on Thursday.
Oh,
I'm just
by
gonna
the
be
way,
working on them on Thursday, and I'll be late to pick you up, and you're gonna be waiting at the airport. Like, where are you at? And I'll be like, I'm at the post office.
it's
waiting in
probably
line at
gonna be
9
that way
p.m."
anyway. I guarantee you're gonna be just a tad late.
I,
You're
no,
gonna be like,
I guarantee I show up early and I'm waiting for you because I have a problem with waiting to leave. I'm gonna be. It's one of those things where if I have something planned, I can't do anything before it because I'm gonna be too antsy and like I need to leave.
By the way, it is officially confirmed that Zombie will be stopping and saying hi to us. You're welcome.
Oh, okay. He's gonna be there with us. I don't.
Yeah, no, he's gonna stop at our booth and say hi to us, so you can talk to him
Okay.
in person.
Oh, Zombie Hedgehog. I thought you were talking about the the friend that you don't know coming from.
No,
Michigan, his
Zombie
name is
Hedgehog.
Zombie. Okay. So I can talk to him about tap changer.
Exact.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit! One day you will trust
mean,
me, and
you
I will
said-
ascend to godhood, and
You
I will
said
be
zombie,
shuffle
and I
off
was
this
thinking
mortal
a
coil.
different zombie.
You talked about his tool changer. I thought we were on
know
the
I
same
did.
page. I said zombie hedgehog, and you went, "Oh yeah, the guy with the tool changer," and we had a whole ass conversation.
Yeah, but
And then you went,
that
"No, I
was-
thought you meant the other zombie."
that was hours ago.
Oh my god! Me when Kirby
tell my
listens to
friend-
me, I'm gonna have a stroke and die.
I'm gonna tell my friend that he needs to change his online persona because one guy I know in the 3D printer space also has zombie in his name. It's not even his full name, it's just in his name. So now my friend has to change his entire online persona because of that, because it's confusing to me.
I just can't every day I'm like, oh, you know what, it's okay, and I learn, and I like get over it. I just cannot get over how little you listen to me. It's like consistent.
It's not
It's
just
so
you, bro.
funny.
It's not just you.
Oh no, I'm the only one that exists on the
Plus-
earth though. So like everything's
Listen.
about me. It's all about me.
Plus, like I said, it's a difference between when if we were just in a VC and I'm not doing anything else, I would retain everything. The problem is you're always sending me stuff like while I'm at work, or you're trying to tell me stuff when I'm streaming, and I just don't retain anything.
I talk to you at all hours of the day. Despite that, it is always a bad time for you. I'm
Yes.
starting to think it's less about your excuse and more just about you, and you needed to just own up to that and be okay with it.
I am okay with it. I'm not
It doesn't sound like
I
you
just
keep
have-
coming
I
up
have-
with excuses.
terrible memory, and
This is a great end of the stream, by the way, guys. Are you happy that we're having this discussion? Where is open sauce? Why is everything in
San Francisco.
California?
Yeah, it's literally in the Bay Area, and it's like, dude, if I wasn't in the Bay Area like 2 weeks ago for Offkai, fuck, dude, everything's in the same spot. I hate it.
Could you please go to somewhere on the East Coast so I could go? Nothing cool happens on the East Coast. What the hell?
Yeah, dude, and like, there's some people I know that are talking about going to TwitchCon, and it's like,
That's in
But, like,
California.
that's in California too. Plus the tickets
fuck?
are $300 fucking dollars. Plus, it doesn't really make sense to go as a viewer, because it's more of like.
Wait, why did Jax
like a
Films go
social-
there?
what do
He's
you
not a maker.
mean? Open sauce.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You can still go and have fun.
No, It just felt like a little bit of an odd thing for him to go to because he's a content creator, not a maker. So I would expect him to be at something like TwitchCon or YouTubeCon or whatever the hell it's called. It was just interesting that he was there. That's all I said. Didn't say that he doesn't
You
deserve to
said
be there.
why- the first thing that came out of your mouth and that train of thought was, why is Jax Films there? So I immediately interpreted
Yes,
it,
because he
like,
here it is. He hosted
why-
a Jeopardy
why is he
game.
there?
He hosted a Jeopardy game.
be
What does that
there,
have to do with being a
why?
maker? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying it's weird. It's not like he doesn't deserve to be there.
Yeah, it's weird, but meh. Dude, I think okay. Next year,
Like, Pirate Software was there. William Osmond was there. Those
well,
make
William
sense.
Osmond was the host.
Well, yeah.
Next
So
year,
was Pirate Software.
next year, you are going to Offkai with me.
Hopefully it's at a time I can go. But yes.
No question.
Well, I couldn't go this year because of my exams and everything.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Next year I should be.
Okay.
Like, Ludwig was there. Why was Ludwig there?
Next year, go to Offkai.
I wanted to go
wanna-
this year.
I want to try to also. Everything's all at the same time, though, dude.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to Rocky Mountain RepRap 2. It's literally the weekend before Offkai. So I would literally be going, have a weekend off for Rocky Mountain RepRap, have
Yeah.
the next weekend offer off, Kai.
Okay, I got something crazy for you.
Doing the same thing. Yeah, Tim, I'm not a gamer. I need Tim, I don't know if I talked to you. Tim's like, dang, ending stream already. I'm like, yeah.
He's tired. He
know
has
if
to
I
have his
told you,
old
Tim.
man nap.
Yeah, no, I can't game for this long. I want to do like maker style stuff. So like I've got Game Boys I want to mod that I want to do live. I've got a few like 3D printer projects I want to do live that I think would do really well, like with overhead cam.
I love watching a 30-minute ad to open your stream. I just want to let you know that I'm suffering because of you.
Yeah, that's not my fault though.
Were you the one that told me that YouTube is now going to be adding, like, integrating ads into the video? So if you download the video, it will download the ad as well?
I did not, but that is a thing that I saw, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if you heard that, but that's very funny.
Yeah, Tim, see, I want to do maker stuff, man.
I did last week. It went pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I gotta get over, like,
Did you learn anything from my stream?
I don't want to be a gamer streamer. I did actually.
That's good to hear.
I kind of had it on in the background while I was doing other stuff.
There's a lot of hacky stuff that I do to kind of like figure out my model.
That's like half of like CAD work.
Yeah, no, CAD is not about learning how to use the software. It's learning how to use what you know.
Learning how to abuse the software.
No, it's learning how to use what you know. Because like there's things that I don't know how to use, but I could just do the thing that I need to do with the stuff I know how to use. I'm much more of a give me a toolbox and I build with the toolbox rather than give me the entirety of creation and I work with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's the kind of engineer I am. I'm much better at figuring out what to do with what I'm given as opposed to figuring out what I need to get. Anyway, I'm probably going to wrap up so that you can go and take your old man nap and go and do your Etsy orders and all the other excuses you had for why you have to leave. Right?
Dude, they're non-excuses. I have to get it done. Otherwise I'm rude.
Can't wait till we're on live 2D and then people can see you, not just as a dude with grass in his hand.
I mean, you could load up VTube Studio and have my model, but it would be weird having... Oh, I don't know. It'd be a little bit weird having my model next to your PNG.
Cap. That would be cool.
On your stream.
That would be super cool.
Load up live 2D.
Not now. We're ending stream.
I want to play it. I'll tell you after stream about what I want to do.
Okay, I'm going to end right now because it seems like you're itching to get out of here because he hates you. He hates his chat.
I hate everybody here, especially Timberwolf.
I don't think anybody's watching my stream. Nope, it's just me. Awesome. That's what I like to see.
All right, yeah, I'm going to end stream.
All right, well, thank you everybody very much for watching. I will not be live on Thursday because I will be in transit to Midwest RepRap Festival. Still not sure whether or not I'll be doing an off collab with Kirby or whether I'll just be doing an off collab. I kind of doubt it, but I definitely will have a lot of content coming out about RepRap after I'm there. I've pretty much said everything I wanted to. I'll be representing the Recreator program, so if you're there, I'll be there with a bunch of stuff at the table, hopefully. Would love to meet you in person. I'm hoping I get to see at least one Ace Gamer fan besides Rain, who already knows me. That would be really cool. Aside from that, I have a video coming out on Friday, just like normal. And I should have videos coming out on Monday, Friday next week as well. So nothing new there. Not sure what I'll do for streaming next week, though, because I'll probably just do Minecraft and something on Thursday. Anyway. All right. Well, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.